Give me 1 second, chat. I'm just trying to figure this thing out real quick. Yeah, that's so weird. That is so weird. But what up, chat? What is going on? Hopefully all you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you guys can. Like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I think we're good. Just give me 1 second, chat. I don't know why my posts are taking forever when I'm trying to post. Here we go. Stream link youtube.com/soltekgg. Okay. Good on that. Boom. Okay, we'll go here. What up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Okay. We should be good to go. Should be good to go. All right, we're going to be watching ALGS together. We're going to be watching ALGS together. All right. And it's in 4K, chat. I'm talking about. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we could close that. Close this. That. All right. Did you guys watch ALGS yet? Have a chill day, chat. Go. Are we about to get that sick Fortnite content? All the time, John. All the damn time, John. We'll see how tonight goes on YouTube, chat. So we have Sentinels, Space Station, Noble, Esports. Hey, Skittle Case is on that. They're in 4th place right now, which is good. Sheesh, SXG. I don't know them. 100 Thieves is in 21st place. Holy hell. That's actually... Can you guys not hear the audio?
Ever been watching the ALGS or your favorite Apex Legends streamer?
All right, you guys can hear it now, right?
Heck one, gatekeep this team. That's gonna be the rat.
And wonder, what are they talking about? We wanted to
Wait,
take
what
a
the
moment
hell?
to shine a light on some of the most common terms.
All right, I think that's good.
Wondering about.
All right.
The newest season of the ALGS.
I'm sorry, chat.
This is gonna be fun, bro.
You hear it now? Okay, good.
He's cracked. Cracked.
Cracked or flesh is something you'll often hear when a player informs his teammates that he has eliminated the armor of an enemy. And
If you guys want me to up the volume, I could definitely do that for you guys.
This is accompanied by a satisfying sound.
Cracked här inne. I kidnap two. Okay, I kidnap two.
He's again, and he gets another kidnap! Kidnap is a sneaky tactical maneuver in which a Wraith player will use their ultimate to make a dimensional tunnel.
You guys should be able to hear it now, right?
With the goal of having an enemy accidentally get sucked into the tunnel and be whisked away to their deaths at the other end.
This third party central.
We're gonna have to third them.
Here comes the third party! Third partying in Apex Legends is a situation where two squads are fighting each other and another squad decides to join in. Usually waiting until one
Monkey
team has
Shot,
been
what up? How you
eliminated
doing?
and the surviving team is licking its wounds. As you can imagine, this is about as welcome as someone cutting in on your dance or showing up when your party is over. But for the team doing the third partying, it could be a blast.
Let's go, man.
This has been some perfect gatekeeping. Great job gatekeeping this squad. TSM are one of those.
You guys could hear him, right?
Gatekeeping is a tactic in Apex Legends where teams take strategic advantage of choke points on the maps. choosing passages where teams will most likely need to go to escape the encroaching ring or other pursuers. Teams will often set traps or barriers as they lay in wait, spider-like, for their prey.
Good, bro. Thanks. Perfect. Good to hear.
So this is actually a great rat spot. High tier ratting right now. Devious rat strat.
Rat.
I
also
love-
known as rat strat.
love that.
Or when a
Sounds
player
good.
is
Perfect.
the last living member
Yo,
of
chat,
the
make
team,
sure you
chooses
always
to strategically
leave a reaction,
hide
a
with the
thumbs up.
intention
It's
to gain
huge
them
for YouTube.
placement points. The goal is simply to outlive and outlast opponents, whether it is by shadowing a more aggressive team, finding a corner, or a bush to hide in, or just finding a place that's difficult to assault. Ratting can even sometimes result in a surprising solo win. While this barely scratches the surface of all the insider language players and casters used in-game, we hope the short list of player slang will help you follow all of the upcoming action with your favorite streamers and in the Apex Legends Global Series. And remember,
The game is not merciful to those who lack imagination.
All right, good. Perfect. And chat, just like Facebook, if you guys talk more in chat in the first hour, the algorithm will push us. So just remember that. Hello, hey. Hello. Hello. All right, good. All right, 55 seconds, and it starts, chat. Michael, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man.
Brutal and beautiful.
I'll wait for the new map. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Yo, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate that.
Welcome to the Apex Legends Global Series Pro League. We are knee-deep in group play and all the drama that comes with it, because let's call it what it is. It is palpable here today, and of course, here to help me pilot this North American dropship, we got Stella and we got James. James, let's start with you. What are you looking forward to most today? And primarily, I want to talk key themes that you can expect from today's 6 matches from North America.
I'm looking forward to beef. There's going to be so much beef in this lobby. The FDA have been called. It's going to be there's some serious grudge matches.
When are we going to see ALGS?
With the goings
in like
on in this last
legit,
week, and I can't wait to see
3 minutes.
Stella.
Yeah, basically the same. I feel like the tensions are really high going into today. So I'm very excited to see how these teams are going to go into these matches and how they're going to face up against each other, because I mean, this is the first time we're seeing these groups play against each other, and I'm very excited to see how well they do. So I'm just really excited. I love Apex.
Oh, excellent. We're never going to want to not hear that. Well, let's talk about how they're doing, primarily by talking about how they did. That be a nice North American trip down memory lane here from last week. Take a look.
Zach Mazer again finding himself in a constant state of being cracked. Meanwhile, on the outside here, 100 Thieves are just dueling it out with excess. TSM as well. 100 Thieves are just lighting them up, fish in a barrel, left, right, and center. But it's TSM coming in to clean things up, get those thirsts, get those knocks, and get that victory. TSM clean it up in a sweep.
Nice. Go! Boys, first game!
Oh no, he's in the
gets
middle of
absolutely
everything.
Deleted. 9 squads left now as this starts to go from bad to worse, and the Caustics are really going to earn their keep here. Gent now the last man
Yo,
standing
what up?
literally for his team with the Wraith. He has the high ground though, and he can just chill for the time being. The shields are coming through now. His team trying to cover him as best he can. Can he clutch with the shield? He's got red armor again! SMP to take it.
Let's go, baby!
Good job.
Gotta be careful with those peaks, and oh my goodness, what a crack!
The knock as well, the thermite, the frag grenade, and another body shot right there. Space station is still alive on top of that roof. Zone's closing. I don't have time for this. Niall's gonna take to the sky here and try to live as long as possible. He's doing such a great job. But
just drop down. Let's go!
You are
Crazy.
insane!
Crazy, chat.
Everybody wants a piece of the action here in Geyser.
And there is the wipe. Out they go, TSM. Oh my god, we're triple-breasted outside now. Nothing but domes, and this is going to be really hard. We're going to need some meat shield. What the hell's going on with down to the last 3 teams? Fury are getting deleted. Sheesh, can they do this? It might be down to Timmy now, the last man standing. Does he go for a fight? What the hell's going on? They've made it!
All right, so let's start it.
Last time we saw them play, they were the pressure. So I really enjoyed watching them play last Sunday.
Are you guys ready?
2 groups.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely going to look out for that Noble pick. They're not a team I've focused on as much as a lot of the other teams, so I like that it's been highlighted. You know, I try to look at the underdogs and so on, but Noble maybe slipped past me a little. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they can deliver. But we'll see where everyone is going to be dropping with these 2 groups. We're going with Lazarus now. A very common setup that we're seeing. Valk, Jibby, and Caustic has become very popular in this current meta, and they are one of the teams who'll be rocking that here as well.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited to see Valk utilized more because I think she's kind of slept on. I really love Valk for her ability to rotate really quickly. I think a lot of people have been picking Octane because, you know, he's fast. You can get.
Hold on, chat. Let me do something real quick. Give me 1 second. I just have to fix these 2 things. 1 second. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time on Facebook. Seconds. Do this real quick and then we'll get back in. My apologies again. Do this real quick. All right, perfect. That should work. Should work. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I think we should be good. Be good after this. There we go, chat. All right, we're good. We are good. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Immediately with him. But with Valk, there's a little bit more payoff because you can actually rotate into entire POIs with her. So I'm very glad to see her coming back into play, especially since we saw EMEA lobbies use Valk a lot more.
Okay, so we can see the spread now. No one is anywhere close to Cloud9 at the moment. You can see them in the top right of the map, but they're going to have a long way to go because we can see the zone is headed deep towards the dome.
Yeah,
That's a crazy
they're gonna
pull,
have a
man.
lot of loot. I don't know about you, but Climatizer has
This is
a
lit?
lot
Hell
of good
yeah.
loot every time
Let's
I've
go.
landed there. So they've picked a prime spot.
Yeah, there's a boatload of loot. And at least XSET seem to be between TSM and Cloud9. So maybe there's a bit of relief for TSM at the beginning based on how this week has gone. But indeed, it's going to be a very interesting first game here in
I can
North
see
America.
YouTube
We've had
becoming
1
the
week
best
of
streaming
play
service.
so far for all the groups.
You just never know, man.
They're able to take away
You just never know.
what they've learned from that and the scrims as well. But I do want to see if
How's the
the
stream
likes
quality,
of
though?
Cloud9 can deliver that cheekiness in the official matches as well.
Yes, I agree. I don't expect a lot of early game fights, unfortunately, but I'm still curious to see how things will go mid game and late game. And Liquid already in trials, trying to complete it to get some extra shields. Looks like they have 2 blue shields, so they're doing all right.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm waiting for the day where you see someone die to a Prowler. Or get knocked at least. I think it will happen eventually.
Caster's curse. Don't say anything you don't mean, okay? I don't know. Every time I go to trials, I always feel like it's a little bit too risky. But I mean, listen, we leave these plays for the pros, right?
Great quality, perfect.
Yeah, and
perfect.
Nocturnal certainly knows what he's doing. Just dealing with it solo with the Eva race, not the right tool for the job.
Yeah, so James, let's talk about this lobby. It is a pretty stacked lobby. I mean, both groups A and B are terrifying to go up against. And I know we talked about our teams to watch, but who do you think might be kind of the underdogs that we might be sleeping on? Would that be Noble, do you think, since, Kate kind
Just
of...
before I answer your question,
Noble's not
we're gonna
underrated,
have a look
dude.
at a quick clip with Nocturnal,
Nobles
and then I'll get back.
like really good players.
And Flanker. Flanker I've been teaming with for almost 2 years now. He is a steal commit support player. Fills in any shoes that you need him to. He is one of the best dudes I've ever played with. And Fun is our new third. Anyone you talk to, he is a freak of nature. They are scared of him. He is a slayer on a characters that shouldn't be slayers, and he plays every single character. He is just the Swiss Army knife, but the Swiss Army knife is really damn big.
So for an underdog or like an under the radar, if that is any different, maybe it's not.
Streamers
Team,
great
I
quality.
think that Ghost
Hell
Gaming
yeah.
are going to be one for us to have a look at. They had some good results earlier this week. I watched so much of the NA Apex. I'm not sure if it was a tournament or scrims, but they've got some.
Has anyone
either way,
got a
they've some
notification
nice
that I'm live
results
on YouTube?
under their belt from this week, and that's something that they can maybe translate into this server. But again, like these NA lobbies are so tough. There isn't really much space to give
Chat,
into
do you
for free,
have
so
to
if Ghost start to do something, it's not going to be the easy way for sure.
make an account to
I
watch?
agree. I mean, these lobbies are stacked. Not just even groups A and B, just all of them in general. I mean, all of these players have earned their spot here, so it's really interesting to see all of them go up against
You
each
got it?
other.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think last week
gotta
A
notify-
versus
yes,
D was
let's
like just a
go.
fantastic way to start off the proceedings with the mix
Right off
of
the rip.
big streamer personalities, top tier teams, and so on. And
No
everyone got a little
notifications.
piece of the pie
Tim,
there,
did
so
you
I think that was
follow and hit the bell?
absolutely fantastic entertainment, but I'm looking forward to seeing this mix as well. We can see that for the time being, Era Eternity are in a pretty good spot as far as where the tournament is concerned.
Jess.
So they're just going to chill in a truck, but they may be missing a door or two.
Yo, Jess, how are you doing,
as
man?
they
I
are
haven't seen you in a
poked
long
by a
time.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, and it looks like a member of Benchwarmers, Madness, just took down a member of Lazarus, and there's 2 knocks right there. Sweet. NRG stealing a kill from Lazarus from Benchwarmers there.
Yeah, and it seems somebody got killed by the missile swarm as
no.
well. So definitely seeing shields getting peppered somewhere around the map. But Era still chilling for now, maybe looking for
Got
a more suitable position, as they've got a lot of waiting to do. And Lazarus have been eliminated now, so we were looking for some delivery from NRG, and they take out the first team in this first game.
Yeah, you know, I said we
19
probably
squads
going to
still
see
up,
early
chat.
game fights, and you know what? I'm biting my tongue now because apparently we are going to see them. Oh my goodness! Look at that absolute
Hell
beat
yeah,
from
Jess.
Bowser.
Congratulations on that.
Oh, Bowser, that was amazing. I think they're going to try and push this. They look pretty confident. They have good shields. I mean, Sunny just has to play behind his shield there as Gibraltar.
I had my notifications turned off.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision they've got, because if you look at the bullets that Bowser has, he doesn't have a lot in the hole here. So
is the quality better in Facebook
on
chat?
either weapon actually. So I
Watch
don't know
Snipe Down play team
what the situation is for the other teammates.
did well in third place.
If they may
don't
themselves
try to
death if they just
don't give us any like
manage to find some more loot somewhere.
hints, man. We'll
see if that situation
watching it all
improves a bit
together
later on.
Yeah,
Now we got NRG, who've again they've got some KP on deck, and they are going to be in that eggshell. Just looking at the lay of the land here, not the best position behind the supply bin, but we'll see what they choose to do next.
Yeah, we do remember that energy is did steal a kill from Benchwarmers, so maybe they'll be facing off against each other. And look at this lineup here. Look at how many teams are in this one area inside the dome.
4 teams. Yikes,
yeah, there's a lot of space for a number of teams to play, and you know everybody loves a good beacon, right? So that dome area is only going to get busier because you don't want to be the last Valk team who's flying in. That's for sure. We've seen that with the European teams earlier on today, where people are getting downed before they've even landed. They're getting knocked in the air. So you definitely want to find yourself a good position. Now, Hal has this.
Oh no!
Disconnected?
It looks like he's been disconnected. They might be able to get him back, but
yeah, they probably punched him into a corner. But can we note that Hal is playing crypto?
Oh.
So in the scrims,
Wait,
I want to say that I
hell?
saw him playing Jibby at some point.
He's playing
when they were getting grief
crypto.
by Cloud9 and so on. So we have a different approach here. With last week's configuration, I did wonder if it would stay the course for that day, but I haven't seen too many changes within a day really, apart from a few in Europe from last week. So
that's crazy,
interesting
man.
to see that he's on the crypto. Hopefully he'll be back on the server soon.
Oh, looks like he just connected. Look at that.
Nice.
You brought it into existence.
Dude, that would be horrible.
Yeah, honestly, I think that crypto wouldn't be a bad play here, even in NA lobbies where he's not used as much. I mean, he just provides so much information.
Yeah, we can see Snipe down on the caustic there as well. So I'm very interested to see how that one will play out later on.
I didn't see a notification.
See Team Liquid still moving through now.
Biz.
Double purple and gold. That's pretty
way
good.
Better. Okay.
Yeah, they're ready for a fight, and they have 250 rounds for their All-Star.
Jess, actually,
yeah,
algorithm is way better on YouTube than Facebook.
And there's a lot to discuss in this situation.
The more you
so
stream, the more content you push out with videos, the more YouTube shorts, the more you grow.
You want me to hold scan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go to the right side.
No one on the right side, at least on this railing.
Walk up with me. We're just gonna have our hard commit bodies here. Get ready to fight.
They went this way.
Heard. Scan ahead. Ooh, hello. Go north, go north, go north, go north. Watching door. Go, 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 go. Brandon, come.
I'm just gonna slide low ground.
Heard.
No scan for 10. Are we just
Arms are so
space
clear, I
checking
love
them?
it.
Clear.
That was a Sentinels play if I've ever seen one.
The hard rat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, watch west and see if anyone comes in. Kill them.
There's the team command center. Gibby's already looking with arm shield.
I think most likely we force south out and we just go here.
Enemy spotted.
It was
See
the
where
top
zone
of
goes
my
first.
feed as soon as I clicked YouTube. What was my stream?
Take a sip of water.
I think it's pretty interesting to see a team's comms and spatial awareness when they're rotating to a new position. As you can see, they managed to use the bloodhound to detect a potential ambush situation. Because generally, like if you're in a building, then you're going to have the doors closed. So if you can see the doors open and that team was trying to like insta-ape somebody who thought that place had been looted and abandoned. So the awareness from Team Liquid there is pretty cool, but also you saw a reference to face
You guys
checking,
could
where
hear
they basically have to go in or
shoutcasters,
have a
right?
look at something to see if there's somebody in there or not. And if there is, maybe they get shot in the face. So perhaps that's where the name comes from. But that little rotation there from Team Liquid was pretty cool in terms of, again, spatial awareness and threat detection.
Yeah, I also love that they called out the enemy team and they're just like, oh yeah, that's absolutely this team. I know their movements. I absolutely love that amongst pros, how they can instantly pinpoint who it is just from their movement. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, full team ambush rat play. You gotta respect it. That's the kind of BM that I want to see.
Oh, 9.
Dear. Well, we just got another team wipe, and we are left with 18 squads. TSM getting some, sorry, Cloud9, excuse me, getting some early action. And again, they've got a long rotation.
You're just pulling up that rivalry even more, aren't you, James?
It's because that Abralele is Nick, that's why.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. It was innocent. Normally I'm not, but this time I am.
Okay.
Renegades have got great opportunities.
Whoa.
Surely they've got a full commit to this one. The Mastiff, they're running out of bullets and got to ignore those shields and focus on the Wraith who's trying to
That was
sneak
actually a
past
really
everybody.
clean play. Nice
Trying to
call.
escape as best they can, yeah, but that was a really juicy situation for the Renegades. So nice.
Yo, chat, let's get this chat
It looks like
moving.
they did secure that kill there. So, was that a team wipe on them?
17 squads left, so it's a fair
Thank
chance.
you everyone for the
I'm not 100% sure if that Wraith
the
escaped, but I would
follows.
be surprised
So
if she
chat
did.
on YouTube, follows
I
are
do
called
see
subscribers.
that Pow Pow, I think, was bringing out the Hemlock. Such a strong gun, but I just cannot get burst rifles down.
I do like the Hemlock, but I feel like it gets me into trouble, the burst fire. But I like the hip fire on it. You can shred with it, so I think it's reasonably reliable. Well,
Yeah.
Team Liquid, as we can see, they'll have some more rotating to do to get into
Are you
the
liking
next
this
zone.
event?
Just looking at the climate around him, and
how are you this evening?
man, when
Dude,
they try
I'm-
and get towards that
I'm
dome
tired,
area,
sorry.
they're going to be in
pretty good,
a
man.
lot of trouble.
Just
I feel like if you're not there
trying
by
some
this point,
different,
you're gonna be
platforms to see which
hard-pressed
one
to
I really,
find any
really want.
shelter.
Yeah, Dome is a
Who's your favorite
particularly
team?
hard zone to try and guard, since there's really
Probably
not a lot of cover
TSM.
there, like you said. So either you get there early, or you end up kind of using up all your resources just trying to get there
Arena
and find a
with
spot.
Skittle
Especially
Cake?
since everyone likes to rotate early, because circle guarding is huge in North American lobbies.
And this is Ghost we mentioned earlier. And I think Team Liquid are in a pretty interesting position in terms of
Probably
how they
Cloud9.
rotate beyond this
Those are my
position at the
3.
moment. It's quite interesting. He can't full commit to that. His teammates are too far behind him.
So how much
We've got
can
some
you
area
do you
control
think you
now
could
with the
sell a
bombardment,
2080
which
Ti
is,
for?
which is, again, sometimes
Lot?
it is called defensive bombardment, actually.
People
Sometimes it's
take it off your
aggressively, but
hands.
Sometimes it's just area control to
$1,200
give yourself, give your own team some space to heal up, consider your options, etc. But yeah, this is a pretty dicey situation for Team Liquid as far as the future is concerned.
Ooh, and Flanker gets that
17
gets
squads,
that
chat.
damage on the enemy team and knows that one of the
Third
Ghost
zone.
members has white armor. So they could go into this fight feeling pretty confident, knowing that at least one member only has white armor.
Yeah, I can imagine that Team Liquid are discussing where all the teams are. Like, honestly, it is a big question as to where they will move later on. And time is starting to run down. NRG at the moment trying to crack some more eggs in the eggshell. You've got players just on the other side of that wall who have had to use
NRG
their
is
dome
good
in a
too.
very open
I like Sweet
position.
Dreams.
So,
Sweet Dreams is good.
speaking of open, NRG
Oh,
are
no,
open
it's
as
cracked.
well. And again, there will be more teams
They have their good
rotating
days
soon,
and they have
so
their bad days.
I do
It's like
start to
every other
wonder
team.
how
you
tenable
know?
this position is.
Yeah, even they're getting, even though they are encircled, they're still getting held
Ooh,
out
nice
and getting
shots.
a better position. Oh, and Rocker on the 30-30, I remember you were saying in the EMEA
30-30
games that
slaps.
you really like the 30-30 and that you think that it's kind of slept on. And there it
Yeah.
is doing massive damage.
I can't use it, but it is such a brutal damage machine. I guess just depending on the situation, if you get a bit too close in the fire rate can cause you some problems. But you know, if you find someone who doesn't have much cover, you can really mess them up with that.
It looks like C9 is looking to try and guard other teams that are on the outside of the circle. I mean, they're barely in themselves, and it looks like they are kind of surrounded, so they got to pick a fight here.
Yeah, we're going to tune into the hyenas and see what their comms are like right now.
Hey, chat.
They're gone, right?
They baffled in.
Do you play on a Xbox, PlayStation 5, or PC?
Focus on top. Scanning or batting? Sorry.
Look, do not. Now. Both of them me now.
Bolting up to you now.
101. Start walking up. Walk up, Al.
They're getting
going to
shot.
die,
They're getting
they're
shot.
going
I'm
to
walking
die,
up.
they're going to die.
Scanning for Mac. Bolting here. Bolting here.
I'm nading them.
Yes, these are our kills, guys. These are our kills. Make
I'm
sure
taking
we
them
get
in, I'm
these
taking them
kills.
in.
One
Taking
dead,
them
one
in.
dead. One dead.
Crypto
Two dead.
dead.
Fuck, hit the last.
Bunch of flesh. Bunch of flesh.
He fell. He's on the floor. He's on the floor.
Fuck, we missed all that? Fuck, man.
Zach can get the one on low.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm making sure we don't get married.
Okay, I'm going to Mac. I'm going to Mac. Scan behind Mac. I'm going to scan the solo, Zach. Nice,
He's
baby.
dead, he's dead.
You got
We
solo
need
or
to
the
look
duo?
the third high launch. We need to look the third high launch. I'm walking that way. Just let me play.
Yep.
There's a team right here. That's what, Zach, I think
that guy's one in there.
my red thing.
Zach,
I think we're focusing on the wrong thing.
I played PC, but I'm
If we can
sawing
finish that
it
knock,
now.
it's really good.
No, I
could do
I
that
burned
on
their
Xbox.
dome, but that's.
Well, they're stuck. They're gonna have to climb up, bro.
You have the new
We can
Xbox?
fry them on the climb.
Look at I climb. Look at I climb.
PS4
I
still?
got farmed. I got farmed.
But it's 1 HP, guys. We want to focus on rotate?
Zach,
Okay, I'm
I
coming
think
back.
we need to focus my red ping.
Okay, I'm
Go to
going that way
Mac. Go to
now.
Mac.
Yeah,
I've
right
got
here.
red ping, bro. You
Right
need to
there,
redo
right
your
there,
red
right
ping.
there, right there. I think that's best play, no?
It is.
They're fighting hard on the left right now, too.
I mean, we should. Do we fight backward or do we go third that?
They have a white armor on the
Yo,
floor.
chat, we have 33 viewers
We
right
need to
now. Make
start
sure you hit
swinging
these
left on
like
these guys, bro.
buttons.
I'm padding.
Gold on that guy. Gold on that
Look right
red.
here, look right here. So free, I'm red. So free, I'm red. So free.
I didn't see that pad.
I cracked one.
I'm popping a bat. I'm getting farmed.
Mac is fucked. Mac is fucked.
Are you dead? Dead?
No, I'm fine.
Just come to me. Just come to me. Trust me. Look right here, guys. 3 teams.
Left.
We got ulted. We got ulted. We got ulted. We got ulted. We got
I
ulted.
bubbed.
We're fine. I have a plan. We're gonna third that. We're gonna third red. Are you guys ready?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I have to, I'm not full, but yeah.
Get full, bro. No, you can't. You
zone's
can't.
right here.
Spawn
I
up.
can't.
Spawn up.
We're okay on me. Chill on me. Chill on me. Chill on me.
Good guy, me. I'm on Mac. Mac. Let's go to Mac.
I don't have up. I don't have up.
1
Holy
HP on
hell,
red mark.
dude.
1 HP on red
Walk
mark.
in. Walk in. Walk in. Walk in. Walk in. Walk in. Walk in. I'm down to zone. I'm down to zone. Play my knock. Play my knock.
No, 1 HP on 2. Naughty.
Naughty,
Shoot,
use me.
shoot. Shoot, Naughty. Shoot. Shoot.
I'm crawling forward. I'm crawling forward.
Keep shooting, Naughty. Don't stop. No matter what, bro. Play the knocks. Bat.
Shield drop. Shield drop. Shield drop. I'm out of
Play
shield.
behind mine.
I'm body blocking for you, Naughty.
Oh, bind.
Holy shit, dude.
Wait, push me behind.
Yeah, there's a rat behind you. Oh, it's me too. Yeah, I can't.
Holy
No,
hell, dude.
man. I knew we should have.
Utter chaos around
That's
the zone.
crazy,
What on
man.
earth? Everyone's going crazy. Free KP everywhere.
Imagine
I think
you gotta
Renegades
go
may have
poop
stolen a lot of
during
them. They are
this fight.
absolutely
Oh,
railing
man.
on this lobby at the moment, and the carnage on the outside just does not stop.
goodness.
Everyone's falling. We've gone from 10 squads to 8 in seconds.
Look at that. I think that was 5th party
That's
right
nuts.
there, at least 4th party, just right outside of Dome. You said that Dome is such a hard POI to defend, and if you're not in it, then you're not going to find a spot.
Yeah,
TSM
what's crazy
struggling
is
on
when
the
you're in that
inside of
fight,
Dome. They made it in, but they're
your
still
poop goes
struggling
back
here
up
too.
because you're
I mean,
so
James,
intense.
This lobby, there are only 8
You're
slots left
flexing.
in Circle 5. This
So,
is,
like, you're flexing
this
and
is
it's,
wild
you know,
for North America.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a very fast-moving situation, and TSM may be struggling at the moment, but they're alive, and I think that is half the battle at this point. Just managing to hold on, just getting all your syringes up and so on. We'll see what their play is now. I do wonder if they're going to consider like trying to force their way in, or if they're content with the cover they have. Bear in mind the ring has closed quite a lot as well, so maybe they've got some space in one direction, but I would imagine they're discussing where their,
Well, let's see
their
what he
most
does.
immediate threats are. We got Hal going to have a look-see now.
Yeah, we did see them flying in on, I believe, Snipedown's Valkyrie ult. So that's probably where they got most of their damage from. And look at this cluster of teams inside. There aren't enough buildings to hold all these teams. And it looks like TSM is struggling to find cover. They are
Oh,
moving
that's a
from point
big
to point.
grenade! He just ran straight onto it.
And Hal just constantly having to heal, just no time to
Dude,
recover
holy
at
hell,
all.
man.
I feel like they must have considered
That's
pushing one of
insane.
those houses, but the ring's continuing to close and people are falling all over the place. NRG having some issues now, but they're still getting some KP as well. And barely time to take a breath for TSM, but you can see NRG. They've been behind one of these walls of the eggshells for quite a while now. One of them was cracked, but they're back up and ready to go. You can see 3 kills on Nafin at the moment. And now we're down to 7 squads.
I mean,
Maybe
the
he's
outside
doing,
might be the
he's
safest
doing
place
something
right
different.
now because everyone is inside. Look at this, TSM fighting for their lives right here, getting 2 knocks. And I don't know if they can secure the 3rd, but they are trying to get inside this building. There are several teams in this POI as well. So I don't know, the outside of the dome might be the safest place right now.
I feel like one team could survive on top of this building, but I feel like every team is going to try and push inside.
Let's see, it's
Have a
gonna-
look at
it's
that
gonna be
ring.
crazy,
It covers
chat.
the complete middle of
6
this.
rings.
We're going to have an orchestra of chaos inside this building in about 2.5 seconds.
6 squads
Do we
up.
have any caustic players left in this lobby? Because this is where he's going to
dude,
shine,
he's
and it looks
like
like I
one
do see
hit.
some caustic gas. So we might see some caustic plays here, James.
Whoa, we have some serious elevation on the right side of our screens now. Reps getting a kill on Sleepy Panda. And again, that ring is starting to close. NRG picking the right time to try and get close to this building. But again, there's no... I don't think you can even try and get on the roof at this point. Everybody has the same idea in that respect.
Energy has
someone's
height.
going to have to drop. Desperately trying to get the shields up once again. Just allowing everybody to focus on each other.
Knock.
Surely they get some instant free KP from this. See Nathan with 3 kills already, looking for a 4th
I don't know why he
that ring
picked,
continues to close.
He picked that.
Goodness, this is going to be a hectic last fight. 4 squads left and final round closing. Now, NRG might actually be in the best position again. They are hidden away from sight. People don't know where they are, but TSM does have height, so they might be able to see them sneaking in, and they do have the crypto drone scan potentially.
Crypto is crazy.
Able to pull that out.
If you could do this,
if he got that out and he was able to EMP, that would be huge, slowing NRG here and the rest of the teams in that area.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any cover though to possibly press the Q button, but I'm interested to see if he'll try, because NRG again,
imagine
they are
if you could
still
go
creeping
prone,
at the
chat.
moment.
Look at them sitting there.
Right, they're just like, don't mind us, but quite soon it's going to be knock, who's there, and it's going to be everybody.
Yeah, they need that knowledge. Oh, the dome doesn't quite connect there. There's a little bit of space at the bottom.
Oh my hell.
I think I saw an attempted Valcult there, which lasted about 0.0001 seconds, and Reps has gone down to a Peacekeeper shot, and now it's NRG's time to shine, but it's time to heal again as well. Only Rocket's got any armor, and they're so close to that lava, but it's got to hop up, otherwise they're going to fight for the ring. CSM, I think, just got deleted, but who's going to take the last one? Who's going to take first place here?
Holy hell.
It's going to be Charlotte Phoenix from out of nowhere.
That's crazy. Wow.
I don't think I could have called that from anywhere. I legitimately thought NRG was going to take that.
Yo, what up?
Charlotte Phoenix taking the win, just surviving 1 point
Crazy,
damage
man.
more.
Absolutely
the
crazy.
only time I saw them in that game is when the name came up at the end. So I'm guessing maybe they were already inside, because you had TSM up top, you had NRG just creeping, just minding their own business. Don't mind me here with my shield cells. And then boom, Charlotte Phoenix from out of nowhere just get a
The bubble wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I think they were the team inside that building. So not only did they get into that rotation faster and secure that point the entire time,
Christopher and Back 93, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome.
NRG at the very end, just barely enough to take first place.
Dude, that's
And it looks like they
crazy.
did have 5 kills, totaling in 17 points overall. But NRG, 11 kills in second place, so they secured 20 points.
Yeah, NRG puts in work, and I saw a lot of Renegades.
Yeah,
I guess
whoever
they
threw
were knocking people, but not killing them, 'cause
bubble,
they didn't even finish in the
Al
top
was gonna
half here,
take
but
it
Charlotte
off,
Phoenix, again,
but
we said at
he
the
got
beginning
shot
of that,
under it.
it's going to be so important to take those buildings, and Charlotte Phoenix must have been chilling in there for a while, because that is a huge... Those were the most important doors in the game.
Oh my god, yeah, you're telling me. I mean, we didn't even notice what team that was until they finally came out. And TSM is in 3rd and Renegades in 4th. Now, I want to point out, we did see Renegades become kill leader about halfway into the match. So they're also becoming a force to reckon with. I mean, if you want to speak about teams that might be the underdogs, I definitely want to talk about the Renegades, because they have been pretty consistent. And Pow Pow and Vaxlon are pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah. Renegades got a fair amount of points out of that game, considering we didn't even see them in the top half of the leaderboard there. So that is pretty interesting. We saw plenty of them in the kill feed, but for the champions, just waited until the right time. 5 kills. I mean, look at the damage that these guys did. They had position, and this shows you the power of position. They were just chilling there behind the
0
doors.
kills, and how many
They had
more?
security guards. You're not allowed in. They chose to come out, and then no one over 1,000 damage, but they have those 12 points. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, they had a Gibraltar, Bloodhound, and Octane. So not only could they reposition very quickly, they also
do you guys
had
wanna
knowledge
win?
of where teams were, and they had cover from Gibraltar. So honestly, best team makeup, best positioning. They just had everything right there in their cup. So, I mean, congratulations to them.
There was free KP everywhere. That was certainly true if you looked at this for any amount of seconds, and there'll be more free KP after this break.
He's insane, by the way. You got a shield.
Monster Energy,
right away.
the official energy drink
Yes,
of the
Sam?
Apex Legends Global Series.
Pretty crazy. How many games do they play? 6, right? Insane, brother. What's the difference from live chat to top chat? What's the difference of that? All messages are physical. All messages. Oh. Alright, let's go into the next game.
And you have an entirely other team scoop up the kills that they see are free in front of them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just unfortunate because you know that that's your opportunity to go and pick up a lot of kill points and then get in over towards the zone. The problem is the zone was really, really chunking. Alb really ends up dying to the zone because he couldn't hit the med kit. And then all of a sudden, Zach's eating a ton of damage as well. Decides that he wasn't going to stem to try to get past the zone and eats a lot of damage because of that. I really feel like if they had all 3 players there, that would have really been a huge moment for C9. But we go again, game number 2.
Yep, just like we were saying earlier, I want to see what Renegades has up their sleeve too, because I had my eyes on that team looking at their performance, getting 9 kills. We heard it from Stella too. The kill leader was on the team of Renegades, but it's a matter of that consistency and making sure that you prioritize that positioning, such as what we had seen from Energy when they were stuck on the low ground, when they were forced to kind of hug a corner because they knew the rotations were not on their side, with TSM holding the roof the way that they did.
And getting that scan immediately is going to give us that zone
YouTube chat is kind of weird.
We'll see where that's going to go and what they elect to do. How fast will they loot? Well, guess what? They are in the next zone too. So this is a great start for Energy in game number 2.
Like this, wasting no time, being able to make sure that you have your plans for your rotations. As Energy, they are going to get some loot, but Energy, they may need to start rotating and loot on the way, because these lots don't really have the best amount of loot that you would like to feel comfortable with when you want to make sure that you rotate.
Chat, if you guys want the best picture,
it's going to be pulling towards
make sure you click on
that top left
the gear
corner,
or the
and
3
you
dots
already
if
know
you're
the
on
chaos
phone.
that is going to go down
go to
between
quality
landslide, with a lot of squads rotating away from fragment.
And do
10 out of 10. It's definitely a Lava Fisher zone here. So many different opportunities
advance
to go
and
and
do
play. But look at that
1080p
beacon
60.
that's over towards Lava Fisher too. If you're rocking crypto, you're gonna be feeling good about that. I'm excited to see what buildings everybody sets up over towards. Typically, the one on that west side that's right
on
over
the phone,
ledge and overlooking
3
everything
dots,
is going to be a priority building
quality,
as well. You can see the building
advance,
right there on the west coast of
1080p,
the screen on that
60
left-hand
FPS.
side. Another great building for some extra kill points too.
That's chaotic too. You have to imagine with the amount of caustics that are getting put into these compositions with the Valkyrie Gibby too. We've been seeing a different plethora of legends being utilized. But then you have to note with that caustic holding onto those final positions, it's going to be difficult to move into those type of buildings.
What?
CLX is that team that you saw rotating. That's Serial, Luxford, and Crew. Loving the situation that they're in, as they are a team that drops over towards Lava Fisher. Back on board with C9. They have a long trek in front of them.
You can see as they are going in, you're going to be able to pick up these triple blue Evos, and they're also going to be crafting too. We noted earlier, it looks like they have some shotguns, and they want that purple shotgun bolt, so that way they could take full utilization over the shotguns that they are running here. I also saw that there was the gold thermal sight too, and they are going to be swapping for their preferred
I'm
shotguns.
at the Haspel buffering.
I really feel like if you are rocking Gibraltar,
156
massive makes a little bit more sense, and Peacekeeper
Probably
makes a
going
little
to
bit
have
more
to
sense
watch
because you are going
later.
for that ADS.
Just do it in advance.
As you may.
See if that works for you.
You kind of don't want to do that. You want to strafe back and forth. You want to get in your face. That's why I like that little switch right there. NRG, they are playing underneath the low ground, underneath the bridge, still plenty of opportunity to get inside Lava Fisher, but the team starts to rotate now. Right in that 130-second mark on that top left of your screen is when you're going to see all these pro teams making their moves. Back on board with CLX. They're elected to go for that building like we talked about. Unfortunately for them, no caustic on this squad.
Yeah, no caustic, and it doesn't look like they have the best loot in general. I actually see that they are making some swaps over to some guns, and I'm worried about the ammunition that CLX are going to have if they do decide to stay in this building throughout the entire time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's interesting to me that this is the building that they decided to go with. Yes, they are going to understand Lava Fisher zones extremely well when they do land over there. but you have to deal with NRG over here.
Hell yeah, man.
And then all of these teams are starting to filter in. You can see the bench warmers, Madness, Knock, and Rambo. They're there. Team Liquid is out of trials and inside Lava Fisher. They understand they don't have time to loot. They need to go and make their plays.
And I like this positioning from Energy too, because they're not trying to fully extend on top of these train tracks. Instead, they're just looking at the action, and it's chaos because there's like 3 Valkyrie ults right on top of them. They're hearing it just land right in front of them, and they're still going to put in some pressure, noting that there is a Caustic on that team, and they have secured that building already.
South of staging, 2 teams fighting. You can see in yellow and blue. They're making the rotation through just like you were talking about. But Team Liquid starts to get pushed by the bench warmers.
Chat, do you know if you could do a 24-hour stream on YouTube?
Alive on this team. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And there goes the bubble res onto Nocturnal. Team Liquid putting down bench warmers.
I love this positioning too from Team Liquid. You saw what they were able to do with the synergy. They had fun on the other side by the door, and then they had the flank coming in from Flanker. I mean, it's in his name right there, and he went up and lived for it.
Now taking a look at another Valkyrie redeploy. This is going to be Premier GG. Again, another team that's pretty far from the zone. We know based on the amount of teams already inside Lava Fisher, this is not going to be easy here. We'll see what Ronnie, Ambino, and Crook are going to be able to do as they make their way through Landslide.
Yeah, they're just going in for those rotations. We saw some Valkyrie ults coming down the redeploy
Yeah,
already, trying
hell
to
yeah.
prioritize that final circle that a lot of these squads already have noted. Knights now making their rotation here, looking so pretty nicely here with some damage already done, and it may be a double squad that they're trying to push into, and it is the EMP coming in. This may be TSM.
There goes the EMP. There goes half of Asura's shields, and Guild taking some damage as well. Portal was nicely placed there, and that's one of the beauties about Wraith. When you want to go in and try to push over towards those buildings, you have the get out of jail free card.
Hearing here, it's actually SMB actually also running the crypto, and this is super important to note because they've already utilized the EMP, and they're just still holding down to this building. The scan isn't going to find anyone just yet as Knights. They realize they've taken the building, but at what cost with the squad rotating quickly out of there?
And if you've ever played Apex before, you know this Cerrito building always gets action. It's one of those spots that gets third party, especially when teams are starting to rotate from round number 1 into round number 2. So I like this play from both teams.
Legit hate fighting here, man.
Continuing to kind of push in. You have to just own as much real estate as you can, and that's what's going on right now. Knights was trying to cover as much as they can, but also they're wary of possible rotators coming in from behind them, so they don't want to push up too much. Otherwise, they're going to be sandwiched. Nice little gatekeeping building there for them.
Renegades also having the gold Evo shield here. Just gonna hold on to this building, also having the bombardment. Speaking of bombardment, there's one going down right here in Geyser, and Absolute Monarchy are holding onto the high ground. They get the crack, and they also have the redeploy, so they don't really have to worry too hard about the first circle closing in on them. They have to worry about making sure they can get this KP with this pressure that they're putting on.
Sleepy Panda, you can't sleep on him at all. This guy is doing serious damage. That's going to be Stunny going down. Sung goes down as he starts to push it around the corner, but he does a decent amount of damage along the way. 7 to the back, and that guy just skadoodled out of there somehow. Blocking the door, Stomps hopefully is in the vicinity, but instead he's going for the bubble, possibly the res. No, he's going to go and leave Sung onto the ground. They need to be careful though, because if they don't get this res, then third parties are coming in, which is already happening. So I would love to see them get Sung back in so he can lay down some barrels.
Oh, the fact that he is still alive and dipped. He popped the shield battery too. Now he's going to be able to utilize a knockdown shield. They are going to be able to get the res, and Absolute Monarchy have gotten all their members back into this fight. Let's see what this Bloodhound could do to escape the situation. Maybe take the Geyser, and he is dipping.
Dude,
he is
that
out
Bloodhound
of there. He has
is
not
nuts.
been able to get taken out.
Absolutely
I love that.
nuts.
Getting that res rate on a Sung was so huge just in case something bad was to happen. Keep in mind, you have the Valkyrie redeploy. Yes, you're not going to fly all the way from Lava Fissure here, but you are going to make up some real estate, get a little bit closer towards the zone, and now you know you're playing Edge, so not a big deal picking up those early kill points.
That's crazy.
Helps that confidence, especially so early in the tournament so far.
I know they're a little bummed at the fact that they couldn't secure an extra point for their kills with the Bloodhound getting away, and they don't want to push too hard too, because you saw he was going pretty deep into the circle, and they do have the redeploy, but the redeploy can only take you so far, and they want to make sure that they can do it so safely, especially since the redeploy does come at its own risk.
I could see it in his eyes. The Bloodhound is coming back for those banners, Vicky. He was faking us all out. He's going deep into the zone.
You guys like when me and Sparty play in the morning?
Geyser res. It's still zone number 1. It's completely possible.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they actually sat back and camped those banners. That's an opportunity to get a res if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely. I would be surprised too, especially with a lot of these squads waiting by the edge of the circle so that way they can have the opportunity to gatekeep. You don't want to put yourself at risk for 1 point that you could put on board. Placement so important here. And talking about placement and positioning, Charlotte Phoenix is that squad that are holding on to this building, but it's nice to note, like we said earlier, no Cossack here, so they may have to start rotating soon once they get where that next circle is going to be.
Robert, what do you mean BP blood pressure?
Second place, because we know NRG had a pop-off game. Second place, 11 points, 20 overall for them. They are sitting in first place. Interesting situation though, because you do not want to take this fight unless having a lot of knowledge around you. So Greek's gonna have to start hitting scans all over the place. Yes, you know that there's a team in front of you, but do you know what's towards your southeast? And that's what Greek's thinking right now.
Yeah, they're just patiently waiting to see where they're going to move to next. Also planning their next move. And we get to see actually what happened to Tex Candy because he had to dip away, we noted. But they actually were able to finish him off with the G7. Cat actually missed that on the kill feed. But that's super important to know because now you know that there won't be any reses outside of Circle. But Ghost Gaming, they're looking like a ghost. Maybe not going ghost in the way that they want to. They've lost Metro and they've lost Banders.
What do you mean by that, Crafty?
The EMP now could at least put in a stun, add in some damage, allow another squad to come into third party, but it's going to be really difficult for 6 to get anything going.
6, if anyone can do it, it's him, but look at all the grenades, frags, everything going against Ghost right there. They got pinched in between SMP and they got pinched in between TSM. Another EMP popping off right here. We may see another fight.
TSM holding on to this building. They knew exactly where the circle was going to pull to, and they have the beacon off to their right too. Despite that,
what up,
we
Sally?
noted earlier, Imperial Howl on the crypto doesn't have to overextend with the drone to be able to get that next info.
Especially because of the fact that they have such good positioning right now too. They can really do whatever they want and constantly just think ahead of the enemy teams. Things are gonna really start to get interesting with 17 squads. You can see Team Liquid
so
getting
if
into
I
another
stream
fight,
longer than
Smackdown
12
taking a
hours,
ton
it
of
will
burst
like
info coming in for Hal. Trying
stop
to figure out
my stream
who's directly below them. Meanwhile, Serial and friends picking up a kill onto Mercy only. Guild with the shots. R30124. Remember, this is that Dorito building that we talked about. This is a spot that everybody likes to fight at.
Peeking like this in these lobbies are just so lethal. It's so dangerous here. You saw how quickly Snipedown was able to get melted there.
It looks like we have a listen in with the Knights. Let's hear how they take this fight.
I cracked him. Give me stat, give me stat.
I'm climbing up right now.
50 on my nade. Cracked one. I'm getting in.
Hound one.
Octane dead. He's right here underneath. Dead.
Nice. I got gold helm too. Off of that.
Good boys. Good. That's what we need. Free 3 KP.
I have 6 bats now.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, same here. They have any better bags?
I need energy. No. This kid didn't even have a bag. Oh no, he did. Is there any energy on any of the bodies or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. I saw a flatline with 210 ammo though. If you want to run that.
What the fuck? They're there.
There's a shit ton of flatline ammo. Yeah.
Where?
In that box.
The Bloodhounds?
No.
Or the Gibby?
The Gibby, I think.
Okay.
Let me check the Bloodhounds box. See what he has.
No, it's fine.
He has another 170 heavy ammo and 170
no,
light.
It's fine. Get to zone. We just need to play where Joey's playing.
Yeah.
There you go. I think that should work. I'm not too sure how that works.
There's a few teams like lane side on the right side of the zone.
Let's just chill. Let's wait for them to hit the beacon and we can be fine. Do you need a digi or no?
No, I've got one.
They bubbled the beacon.
Joey, do you need a digi?
Not really. I mean, I could put it on my massive, but
like, would you rather have a digi on your massive? That's what I'm asking.
What are you doing?
I don't really care. I have all on good.
Well, I don't care about it at all, and you.
Hey, listen to me. Let's go. I think they dropped. Or they could still be there, but we need to walk up and bully these kids off.
I think they're still there. Somebody just shot him. You ready?
Okay. There's
16 squads left, chat. It's gonna be kind of crazy pretty soon because it is what? Third zone? Looks like 4th zone.
I don't think they're here.
I can scan. They're not up top.
Okay. You need to bubble the beacon. And he needs to scan. And we need to know where the fuck this is going.
All right, you ready to bubble me?
Well, auto delete it when you... Okay. That's kind of crazy.
That could be them.
Yeah, this is the exact zone we just always have.
Okay, so we need to do our play, yeah? We can do this, and then we could even play in the ravine, maybe.
I don't know if we'll be able to get away with crossing like we did last time. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
I mean, we just need to get to here.
How many teams are left? Yeah, it's crazy.
It's all about formulating your plan. In order to do that, you have to have the zone knowledge. You can see they have the high ground here, but there are plenty of teams, Vicky, that are gatekeeping.
And I love the way that Nice is playing so aggressive, just also taking into consideration where they want to flank too. As they make their rotation in, they also get scanned as they drop from the high ground. Things are turning up here. TSM still holding on to that building, by the way. Also having that intel is so important. They know where that next circle is going to be pulling, but you know the southern part closer to Lava Fisher is going to be chaos with the squad hanging out on the high ground by the train tracks.
And that beacon building is still in. So whoever predicted that one really feeling good about the current situation. Look at how many teams are outside of this next zone that was scanned.
There was like 3 squads in that area, aside from the squad that's on the high ground closer to Lava Fisher. You could see on the map is absolutely insane. But then players here like Sleepy Panda, having the redeploy is going to be so necessary when you're hugging the edge of the circle and figuring out where a lot of the action is going down here over to Lava Fisher.
And you know who has a decent position, but if they get a little bit too pressured, they are going to collapse. It's NRG. They've been playing Neath under that bridge for quite some time now. All those teams to the south side have to make their way towards them. So I can't wait to see what they do here.
It's a matter of waiting and seeing what NRG does. They don't have purple Evo shields just yet, and it looks like they're a little low on ammunition, so it looks like they may want to find an opportunity to loot some of these death boxes or fully send it in on a player who may not be expecting where NRG is currently located.
Yeah, that's an energy player's worst
Did you hear
nightmare.
about the research that they did, and the person was the first person ever to have a kidney from a pig working?
Really nicely placed. That
Crazy, right?
Renegades up just a little bit. Fortunately for Saucer, he does not get hit by one.
Oh my, there's so many L-Stars being used, and for a good reason too, Tom. Just being able to beam a lot of these squads, the beam with the Arc Star, getting the break. Vexion's in trouble though, gets hit twice with a massive, but it's okay. The rest of Renegades, they clean up, but not before a third party is now rolled in.
Amazing Arcstar on top of the bubble, but the third parties are just going to be too strong. It's going to be a bounce pad for Saucer. However, he's just running into trouble, doing whatever he can, and he's going to get eliminated. 15th place there for Renegades. Meanwhile, NRG, we talked about them having some action over here, and it continues.
We talk about their positioning too. They moved in at the perfect time. They weren't the ones pinched. Instead, they're the ones doing the pinching.
Robert,
you can see how they were able to rack enough damage to get that purple Evo onto Rocker, and they're already making the rotation without having to burn the ult from Valkyrie.
You said kidney.
And Serial's
one of them
they
or
got
both
the res
of them?
right there, though, and Nathan is trying to add as much pressure as possible. Meanwhile, Rocker throwing down that defensive bombardment, I believe, is the flank coming in from Sweet. Nathan's so separated from the team, he has to be careful.
It's scary here, and meanwhile, you see a Sentinel shot taking a victim. See the 30-30 also in the feed. They know that there may be somebody right behind them. They're looking at the zip line just in case. I also see a bullet, just a stray bullet flying right past Sweet's head, and it is going to be a squad making their way onto the train tracks off to the right.
Fourth round.
30 seconds to the zone moves. Let's see what NRG does. Will they Valkyrie ult? Will they foot it?
Nuts.
Let's do a listen with NRG.
All right, come with me. We're going to Valko from low ground here.
I'm literally out of bullets completely.
Jump down, jump down, jump down, jump down. On you, Nate! Cracked him.
Cracked.
Dead.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
I'm rezzing.
It's fine. We still have time. We still have
I
time.
need armor swap. I need armor swap.
Yeah, I'm not taking it. Top team above us. We need to go here and Valk. We need to go here and Valk. No time. Come left underneath. Come left underneath.
Looking up there above us.
I'm gonna try to give us a portal.
I'm probably gonna die here. You gonna drop you? I'm dead.
Okay, keep coming through. Try to punch him if you can. Team behind, but not in zone. I'm going around.
He's my knock. He's my knock.
Everybody else is Valk ulting right now.
I think you guys are safe. Maybe
yeah, we're low-key chilling right here. I'm gonna res.
Maybe.
No, the blood on team unmarked.
Come to me.
I'm gonna nade that. They're not safe there. Oh. They threw a nade on Rocker. Hold your knock on that.
What?
Oh no. They're bubbling down on us. Octane's jumping in. I'm backing up Rocker or Nate.
I'm probably dead.
They're all fucking sitting.
I
know. Okay, we're just gonna play placement here. I'm coming to you.
I literally have 14 bullets. The fucking meme.
14 bullets, dude. That's.
If those guys get fucked with in that corner, we need to jump on them and kill them.
How intense it is to be in NRG's shoes right now. Meanwhile, TSM are in a very similar situation, but they've only got Snipe down. Can they clutch us out? This is what happens when you put the purple ball on a shotgun. He reps his force to hang up on low, the knockdown shield, and he was one, and he still clutches us out, but another squad rolls in at the perfect time, and not only takes all the loot, but they take the KP as well. It's going to be Charlotte Phoenix. They're winners from game number 1.
Charlotte Phoenix having another good performance here, getting inside the top 10, taking over TSM's spot as well, and possibly more points on the board over here. But what a job by Reps coming through, killing that player with the armor swap. Now Charlotte Phoenix is feeling the aggression. They have players on the ropes inside the donut.
And look how many squads are already out. TSM Renegades, they're not in this
crazy,
anymore.
Robert.
Currently, you see Charlotte Phoenix still continue
on
on their legacy with in-game number 2. They want to carry in some of that momentum, and they have so many death boxes to work off of too, Tom. And this is crazy because now they're also going to be able to see what's happening here. Nathan actually getting it down despite them being a 2-man army.
Yeah, unfortunately, they weren't able to get that portal in and ended up getting knocked. And now you can see it's just absolute crazy over towards the side as we take a look at this push coming in and just really well-timed third party, making it look easy there. It's not easy with so many teams around to just make that decision. And now we take a look at that overhead map, the fly through. It's Zach staying alive over towards the bottom side. Bursty and his squad are alive. The team from Mexico, it's Legacy coming through with the high ground play. I love this play if they can get up here.
Oh, but they land right on top of a Wraith who has the alternator. She dips down, understands the situation, and now you currently see Joe Max being able to set up these
like a very difficult spot to hold, man. Everyone has Bell.
But then they also have to worry about Charlotte Phoenix, who have now made their way over. They take the jump pad, and it's a fight for this high ground, Tom.
What a bounce pad right there. Everybody's staying alive so far from Charlotte Phoenix. Not just that, they're healthy. The bubble, the bounce pad, everything really coming together for Charlotte Phoenix. Amazing plays so far. This is a building that just gets so much action towards the end of the game. Look at 2 people from NRG on the outside. Players on the inside, another team on top of the roof. We have 6 squads in this final circle.
I mean, we heard it from them before. They wanted to play for placement. That's exactly what they're doing. They're waiting for the opportunity as they're hanging out on the low ground. There's still 6 squads alive. Now, as some of these players, they're dropping like flies. Rocker, again, we saw earlier, isn't going to be in this. It's just Energy, a 2-man team, and they're going to be trying to play this patiently.
Is there anything
as they have to with the squad holding onto the roof.
We'll have to find out where the rest of the squads are because we know 3 are at this building. Nathan's going to drop. That's going to be Stink going down. 2 more players for Charlotte Phoenix, but there's a battery right in front of him on the Bloodhound. He gets over towards the roof, but Sweet knows there's going to be players all over the place. Armor swaps if he wants them, but he has to pick up his team's beacon. Cloud9 staying alive over towards the outskirts, and now they are looking poised for a win.
There's been a different adventure over here off to the side. The adventure that wasn't going down over at Lava Fisher. Meanwhile, C9, they have some KP in their favor, but they're not trying to overextend. They don't want to jump into the bubble just yet as it's about to run out, and they are going to be able to send it forward. Meanwhile, Energy Sweet manages to clutch it out. He finally finalizes that team that held on to the inside of the building, and this is huge here for Energy.
How does Sweet do that? How do they do it? Is just a duo. Meanwhile, you have all 3 players from Cloud9
2
looking
squads
really
left,
healthy.
man.
They're bouncing back from game number 1.
1 squad left.
It's actually insane. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right now with the way that a lot of these squads now have to make this rotation in the final round, and now currently C9 are forced to go through this open ground, but they have some cover off to their left side with the rocks.
What is it, Energy versus
C9's game? You can see the portal for Desperation coming through. It's just a matter of time before they close this one out. Naughty with 6 kills has to be the kill leader throughout it when it's all said and done. Possibly going to be able to make it to the portal, but not enough time. Cloud9 takes game number 2.
Really well right now.
Gotta highlight Sweet doing what Sweet does best,
really
and
well.
It's staying alive. His rotations and positioning is always on point. But even better here, looking at the way that C9 was able to take that game, and also we didn't get to see it too often, but I'm really popping off with the Kraber.
That was really nicely done. Again, C9 with just a phenomenal game. They avoided all of that action. They kept the action in front of them. Big win over towards the side. I love how Zach Mazer, when that bubble was going to go away, he immediately charged onto the Gibraltar. No one was expecting that slide off the blue box.
That was really crazy to see C9 being able to stay in terms of their positioning off to the side, away from the chaos. They have 9 kills,
Energy
and
is
winning
doing
that
really
game
well.
is going to give them 21
Cloud9's
points
doing
in
really
total.
well.
Yeah, and NRG Charlotte Phoenix going to be very close in terms of the leaderboard up top. I think that's going to be 1 point that NRG is going to have on that leaderboard. Charlotte Phoenix definitely going to be in 2nd place, and Kate's team, Noble, coming in 3rd place.
Crazy to see now, looking at the way that Energy's been performing, completely different look in comparison to last week, and C9 now taking game number 2.
Is this
going to be a similar case here, Tom, where some of these teams that they win these games may not be able to take another win, or are we going to see consistency come out across the board in NA?
It's going to be game number 6 when someone gets that double win. We'll find out, though. Taking a look at who was the damage leader on this C9 squad. We know that Naughty had 7 kills, but he stole Albrollies, let's be honest. Zach Mazer coming in with 2 kills as well, 1,600 damage.
I look at that too. The way that Stay Naughty just came in, swooped up all of Aberleleaf's kills. You know what? We call that teamwork, right? We call that teamwork. Yeah, right? It's not like the scans give you that assist anyways anymore. So you want to make sure you scoop up all the kills, finish the job done. But I think this highlights C9 and what aggression tactic they're trying to go for approaching these lobbies. Because it's so important to note here that C9, they want to make sure that they can stay consistent when it comes to a lot of these squads that have kind of fallen off in comparison to the first week.
I know what Naughty did. He did not stop shooting. He took the advice from the previous game, and then he came through and just was ripping players apart. But what a fight from C9 when they had that bubble down. That was absolutely huge. There's that overall
Energy
leaderboard.
first
Just
place
1
right now.
point separating first and second place.
And again, have to highlight, Energy in that second game was disastrous at the very end. You saw Sweet try to stay alive for as long as possible, breaking ankles, by the way, from the inside of that building, cleaning up that squad, which also secured a lot more KP for Energy despite them not winning.
The pace is fast right now. 33 points is a lot after 2 games. You can see the consistency really paying off for Energy and Charlotte Phoenix.
So,
It's gonna
Rob,
be
but
tough
there's
for
like
the rest of
nothing
these
else
teams to catch up.
that they
They're
can
gonna have to
do?
start doing it together in game number 3 and game number 4.
Unless
We're gonna have to see what
kidney
kind
transplant?
of different game plan they're gonna bring onto
There's
the
no,
board. Because
like,
I would like to say here, looking
machines
at
where you
how a
could
lot of these squads
bring
have been
home
playing
or
so
something?
aggressive, Tom, I want to see that coming in for the rest of the day. That was only game number 2, so a lot of these squads are still trying to find their footing.
And I think we saw a little bit more cryptos. I'm not sure if there was some switches going forward, but there's
Only
definitely 4 or
kills
5
that
cryptos in
matter.
this lobby, which again,
The
the
only
more
kill
cryptos
that
you
matters
add,
is the last
you get
one.
a little bit weaker.
Not
based on
really.
that. The more caustics in the
Not
lobby,
really.
you get a little bit weaker if you're caustic as well. So it's going to be fun to see
Every
which
kill
crypto
matters in
team is
this
gonna
one.
prevail when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this is going to
Because
play out now.
second
Looking
place
at a
is
lot
9
of these
points,
squads that we
first
have
place is
coming up,
12
and
points.
now looking at the
But
way that these squads
second
have been
place
playing,
could
I'm telling you now,
overcome.
the aggression
Third
is gonna
place
be
could
turned
overcome
all the way
first.
up, and we're
Fourth
going
place,
on to
fifth place
halftime
could
for game
overcome
number 3,
first. It
Tom.
matters how many kills
Yeah,
you
we're
have on
coming
the
up
board.
on game number 3. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're going to. Fast forward this.
He was at a disadvantage with 2v3s basically with all the other squads. So it was Sweet and Nathan, and Rocker had died. So the 2 of them held out really strongly. And then in the end, it was just Sweet who ended up securing 3 additional KP. So they had 4 KP overall. And they placed second. So they did a really good job in holding off the other teams and trying to pick the battles where they could. So real big kudos to NRG. Everyone is on top of their game today. I don't know what's going to happen in game 3.
Yeah, for sure. In terms of placement, with only 1 player being up, that's great, very well done. But indeed, the extra KP is huge as well, and that could be very fundamental as we move into our 3rd game here in North America. It's time to hop out of the dropship and find a nice place to land.
A nice relaxing place to land, right? With lots of loot, hopefully some purple shields or gold shields.
That dropship looks so
Maybe.
different.
There is an old African saying that my mother used to say, level up your shield as soon as possible. So we'll see if these teams can do that, if they can find their blue and purple armor once they land in their areas.
Oh, yeah, Jake.
Let's see
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they choose to go. NRG will be
True
heading
that.
down, of course. They'll have the Valk in tow as well. Man like Nathan
Dude,
on the ones
YouTube
and
and
twos.
Twitch's
going straight to the beat.
smoothness and quality is so much better than
knowing
in
where to go.
Facebook.
I mean, if any of these matches have taught us anything, it's
Like,
that
it's, like, really
positioning
damn
early
smooth.
on is key. I mean, you really want to be into these POIs early, especially something like Lava Fisher. Lava Fisher is extremely hard to defend
Cloud9
because of the lava underneath.
as the zone. That's
Sometimes
really
you get lucky
freaking good for
and
Cloud9
people don't
right
look
now.
at you underneath there. But I mean, NRG was struggling for a while when they were below everyone else.
Stella,
These zones,
have a look at
well,
that.
it's not that bad.
Oh my
Green
God.
ring. That is open. That is exposed to the elements. There's a lot of snow over there.
Man, that's
Yeah.
gonna
Rather
be nuts.
them than me.
Freaking nuts.
That's I wonder how it's going to close even further from there, because depending on where it closes, it may get even more open.
Babe, I need that profile
this is not
picture.
a circle that I would want to play in.
Yeah, and Cloud9 will certainly be happy. They have minimal rotation, so they can focus on trying to grief as many people as possible. As they said, free KP everywhere. Team Liquid will be looking to try and find some gold armor and such once they're able to finish these trials. So things are looking interesting for them. And of course, TSM have quite the area to loot from. They have a lot of loot they can go through. So I would expect them to have some good shields soon.
Yeah, and I think Knights is actually across the way from... Oh, I think there's another team around here, but it looks like this place is going to be uncontested for now, and they're just kind of suffering on shields. 1 purple shield and 2 white.
All blue here for Renegades, who've had some great runs in these games so far, but they'll be looking to have a higher placement. If you are joining us late, where have you been? But also, Charlotte Phoenix won the first game, Cloud9 with the second, and TSM will be looking for a W as well. We're going to have a look at their early comps right now.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Cloud9 is...
We have to get this kill.
I don't think that's Cloud9.
I have to bat.
Finish it.
He's down. I have to bat.
He's down in the little fucking ravine. We need to get this finish.
Yes. I had to heal. They have a charge rifle down. They have a charge rifle just looking over him.
Shitter. I got him. Let's go. Get out of here.
You might have to watch my climb up.
I'm checking these bins for loot. I need fucking ammo.
I need your 3x as well.
The quality's pretty nice. Hell yeah.
I see that. The team just flew
I
in
can see if I
into
could.
fucking Overlook.
This is on 4K right now.
I'm dropping you Phoenix.
Yeah, this is 4K right now.
I'm going to go fucking
hit the beacon.
I'm going to. I need to get in a safe spot first.
I'm good up here, like we were holding before.
I saw Hal just dropped one of the bench warmers team. For a second, I thought Cloud9 were coming, but it was Nox, actually. C9 Nox on bench warmers who got dropped. We'll see. I imagine he'll get res, but it is early pressure, isn't it, for TSM?
It is. You can tell that they're under a lot of pressure right now, and they are trying to just make up for the last game. And I mean, I understand it. It's a lot of pressure. It is day 3, so I totally understand. Looks like Lazarus is actually moving into the direction of where TSM is, but on the other side. They're getting all the scans here as well.
Yeah, TSM may have a number of people flying in their direction as it's kind of midway
See what they pull off, man.
Further away from the zone. But that means plenty of targets, plenty of potential KP, but it also means plenty of potential 3Ps as well. So one must be careful.
Yeah, looks like Knight's still suffering a little bit on shields here. With round 1 closing, Asura still has white shields, but I mean, other than that, it looks like their loot is decent, but they are getting shot at across the way.
Yeah, such as the trials and tribulations of rotation. Gonna get shot at by anyone who sees you.
I want to point out in the killed feed that Noble is popping off right now, downing 2 people, and I think they're in a fight.
Go watch them.
They are coming out on top.
I hate when people do that.
I can see TSM seems
like
to be having a look. They
I love to
find
watch
out where
other
these
people.
teams are and what they might be trying to do.
What up, Ashley? How you doing?
It's really cool as well watching Hal's POV because he has just a great sense for when a player or a team is vulnerable and when they can capitalize and seize an opportunity. So it is really scary being anywhere close to TSM, you know, which is why I can respect people trying to grief them and take them out early and so on. Because if you leave it up to them to do, then it's going to be even more painful.
No.
And I think we see a Rampage causing some problems. And
I don't know why
Sweet is trying to
he
get more
picked
out
him
of
up
this
like
as well.
that.
Yup, oh my god, that Gibraltar went down so fast. Oh, it looks like TSM sees this fight. They're
So
trying to
thank
get
you
some
everyone for the
picks here.
follows. I really appreciate that. You playing after this,
looking to
Soul?
get
Yeah, I will,
involved.
Anthony.
We have
Might be
20
a
squads
little
up, but we've got 4 players down.
Did anyone just
One of them has
receive a
fallen in the
notification
hands
that
of
I'm
Rex,
live?
and we can see Nox. He got peppered earlier, I think, by he got dropped by Hal earlier on, and they definitely did finish off the job, as we can see here. So, to the victor, the spoils. They will take everything they want. So that's some nice early success for TSM, but let's not forget, it's so important to place in the late numbers. And I see Nathan spots a player who's just complete flesh, and Malice Mamba has been eliminated. Now we're down to 55.
And energy doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. Look, going from fight to fight, trying to get different picks and just trying to eliminate the enemy teams as quickly as possible. It looks like they might be doing a rotation or coming back to fight in this fight in Overlook.
What the hell?
Yeah, Malice Mamba from
That's a
Team
little weird.
Buff Pathfinder. And I think that some of these teams who came through the preseason qualifiers may not be, not to say that he did anything wrong in that position, may just be unfortunate, but I would imagine that they may not be as efficient as the more storied players here. So they may be targets for teams who are looking to farm some KP.
Yeah, I think it was unfortunate timing. I mean, NRG was pushing them pretty heavy there, and that was the sole survivor. So,
Sole
getting
survivor.
kicked out there, just unfortunate.
Knights on the hunt now, looking to take a building at the very least. If they can
Damn,
force
if there
this
was
team out,
3
then that
there,
may be good enough. They'll get some
they
cracks
need
as well.
to
That will
take
certainly
this, dude.
encourage them to fall away, but the Prowler is hunting for more.
You need to focus on this
the
now.
roof, though, so one must be careful. The scan will give them the information. Going
Nice
for those
job.
high grenades, which may land and be a complete surprise.
got
but
one
we've got
down.
a bombardment as well. And there's more than 2 teams in this position, so someone's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yes, Sleepy Panda's team looking to
Figure out what I'm
whenever
gonna
the
eat?
other
Hell
teams
yeah.
look fairly weak. It looks like they're engaging fairly early. I mean, oh, and there's another team. I think that's a 4th party from Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, Mona's another preseason qualifier team are in a hell of a lot of trouble here. Some of them are down, some of them are dead, and they'll be lucky to get away with this with even 1 player alive. And Ghost Gaming, we did say that they may be a sleeper team to watch. That's a cheeky down, but Joey Blackout makes it into the door, so the res could come through. However, the harassment may continue if they choose to pursue this, because
They just need to keep on
it's 3
pressuring
versus
them,
2.
dude.
They can't really res as they aggress the door. The door's been blown off as well. The dome is up for a quick bat, and this may not be the end of this. I think Ghosts are looking for even more.
They pushed
up close
too-
to with the
too deep, I
play.
think.
I don't think he hit all the shots though, and down he goes. And Ghosts find themselves in trouble now. Metro
If a nade
with
comes
practically
through-
1 HP.
Oh, hell,
this has not
dude.
gone the way they were expecting.
Not at all. I think Penders thought that he had the easy kill there, but now they're kind of outnumbered. And now they have to watch their backs and their fronts. But they do end up getting the kills on the Knights there.
Yeah, it's heating up now as everybody vies for some real estate. Ghost Gaming somehow have all 3 players still alive. We can see Sun
Lasagna
running
sounds
around
so
as
good
well.
right
He's
now.
a favorite caustic to watch. But Ghost will seem to be stabilizing now. I mean, it's not the most comfortable position. They'll look for some intel with the crypto, but they're getting their shields up, they're getting their health up.
Yeah, this was just... This push could have gone really badly for Ghost, but luckily it worked out for them, and the other teams did back off, so now they have to defend this position here at this opening.
Cheesecake?
Luckily,
Mini Mo.
they can replace
How you
all
doing?
the resources that they used there. Looks like Energy is still hanging out in Overlook.
Mini Mo, what was your Twitch name?
Oh, and it looks like C9 did move in.
Weren't you the
here
one
as
that
well.
bought
They're
my
all
jersey?
just eyeing each other here, James. They're just
When I
looking
was
at
in
each other
Rogue?
like who's going to make the first move.
Freaking Parmesan?
Right. Well, the problem is you
That
try
sounds
and
good,
move
really
to a
good,
new
too.
position. You don't know how many guns are going to be trained on you
Some
when you're in
cheesecake?
that exposed area, when you have that lack of cover, when you're in transit, and it's not ideal for you to stop and try and defend yourself. So it's a very dicey situation. And again, that was a very uncomfortable, very dodgy, very ropey situation for Ghost Gaming. To use some London terms, kind of like buying a curry at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it
You're
was
not really
homemade.
sure what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll go your way, sometimes you'll be in a lot of
Hey,
trouble.
chat,
but,
can
we're
you
gonna have a
share
listen into
my
what
YouTube
Ghost is talking
stream
about at the moment.
on Facebook?
Afterwards to, like,
Can you
balance
do
out
that or
everything.
no?
But
Is that
I
a
think
thing?
like, this should be extremely safe by comparison to the other side. Just be ready to potentially rip a Valkyrie up here.
Complain and you shall receive. I'm 3 bats. 8 cells. Feeny.
Hell yeah, chat. Let's see if we could get
We
the
might
same
just
amount
we might
of
start getting
likes.
really like pressured on Ridge.
Can we
I don't
get
see anybody
40?
left, though.
My goal today is to get 100 likes, chat.
All right, the
you
outermost side is
cancel?
always
Oh,
gonna be the
shit, okay.
safest. We swing farther left, and we work our way in. Metro, you need to like really group with us. You're
know.
very far away, and you're above. We have
I
3
got
like
this
no
heavy.
safe characters.
I didn't see anything in no name to our right.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing left, and we're gonna work our way towards this building, and then go towards subway.
But
I think we're vibing. Could be ratting in here.
See
Could be
anything
ratting in
subway
here.
side?
Enable a link to it.
A barrel.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh, you
start,
know
I'm
what,
gonna start looking
Craft?
for info. I'm gonna get on
You know what's
second.
cool?
I'm holding door.
If
yeah,
you're a
I'm going second.
YouTuber as well,
Second or third.
all you have to do is
Second's pretty dangerous.
so you know like youtube.com/Soltek.
They are vibing indeed.
GG.
That was a reasonably
Now,
comfortable
if you
rotation
do
into the zone.
after
But
Soltek
what made me uncomfortable-
GG/live,
Oh,
it
yeah,
will
we do
bring
see
it
that
directly
Kraber
to
now
your
on
live
stream.
stream.
That is
Even
a
if
big
you're not
juicy gun
live,
right there. We'll
it
see
will
if he
bring
can
you
land
to
any
your
shots.
page.
But,
It's really cool.
You know, the Kraber does not have all the shots in the world, so I don't think you necessarily want to
It's
just
really,
take
really
every
cool.
target. Like, if you're going to down someone, but you're not going to kill them, do you want to take the shot? It's something you want to bear in mind because you want that Kraber to give you KP essentially. So you do need a little target selection, and we see another care package has landed, and who knows what goodies are in there.
Oh, I see Nocturnal trying to take these shots, but may also just be peeking to see where teams are rotating into. Listen, as someone who loves getting the Kraber, I sense the temptation. It is so hard not to take your shot every time.
What I am interested about as well in these NA lobbies is considering how hectic these games have been so far, and just how much stuff is in the replicator at the moment. Purple backpack, purple helmet, purple bolt, digi threat as well. Maybe less important. I do wonder how much people will spend time on replicators, considering you want to get batteries out of there as well.
Chat. Almost
Nocturnal
fourth ring.
teasing us at the moment, just having a look-see, but not quite pulling that trigger.
Yeah, I think it's smart that he is holding back, because then that also alerts everyone in the area that someone has a Kraber and may not want to peek. So he is honestly being pretty smart in playing and scouting for his team there.
I've never heard this team.
Yeah, he's
That's
got high
crazy,
ground
man.
in 2 directions as well, which is pretty saucy when you have a gun such as that. And again, the Moners, they've been somewhat bullied in this game so far. We can see not even time to get the shields up, really, just focusing on the health, because he is in that ring at the moment, that ring of fire, if you will. Butt naked now as well. Really needs to get his shields up, even if he gets an opportunity, as he is being focused still. He is being gatekeeped from even entering the main playable area. So this is a really rough situation for the Moners.
Yeah, I mean, luckily the ring isn't doing too much damage, so they can't get out. But once they get out of this, they're just going to have to continue running, and it looks like they're running low on resources. So they might be a little bit out of luck here, unless they're able to outrun this.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams in this that I don't know of.
Because again, this is not like a pug. You've got to consider your position as well, especially if you have some kind of building. That real estate is so important. I think in many cases, especially with that kind of range, you know, once he's made it to the zone, like, you've got to just leave him and hold your position.
Hey, that's
instead.
good, man.
Yeah, and we did talk about how open this area is. I mean, look, even from this trailer, you can see
The circles
so
get
far
smaller and smaller.
across the map.
Yeah,
So
what's up, Brett?
if
How you
they're
doing?
coming in late, they might just get hit out of the circle.
TSM seems to be getting closer to Team Liquid, and if that Kraber lands, I don't even want to hear the comms. That's going to be very, very interesting indeed. And you can see NRG also spotting, just keeping an eye on things. Again, you just want your bullets to count, you know? You want to be as efficient as you can.
That makes sense.
With your weaponry.
That makes sense.
See if TSM get to red armor soon. They've got some nice space inside this building, which is also important. We can see that Kraber popping off in the picture-in-picture as well.
Damn, Anthony, that sounds good as hell, man.
So
you're gonna invite me and my wife
bled
over
out to the ring.
Yeah,
So
unfortunate.
the pressure just did not let up whatsoever.
Oh, it looks like TSM is catching a team outside with no cover. You see the Gibraltar domes, and while they do give you cover, it's kind of a huge red flag to everyone in the lobby to go ahead and look at you. Oh my goodness, and stay naughty with those wingman shots on the Valk ult.
Oh, is that too?
Disgusting.
So what happens when they land now? They may not be the only team who's targeting them flying out the sky, but they're excited about it. You can see that scan coming through. They want to get something from this. I think I may have just heard a Bloodhound ultimate as well. I'm not sure. I don't think it was from them, so maybe a different team. So things are getting very interesting indeed. You can see Renegades playing the edge. They've got some space though. They can hop down. There's no one above them for the time being, but things may get a little awkward for them as they have to press on. We can see Legacy Mexico have been eliminated. Got to keep an eye on the representation there. The people flying the odd flag for a country. So Legacy Mexico would be one of those teams here in the NA region. Shout outs to them. Cloud9. Oh, they're going to have some action soon.
Yeah, they understand that there are many other teams. I mean, Naughty's scan caught 6 hostiles, and 10 plus hostiles. You know what? If I were him, I'd say, you know, I'll father stay psych right now. I don't want to participate in this.
Well, they may have to. But I think they salivate when they see that many targets. We heard them in the previous game. Free KP everywhere. The Valk ults begin as well. 8 seconds until that ring closes. Look at the size of the ring to where it's going. 15 squads are contained in this area. We're going to have some huge problems. And Cloud9 have got a lot of targets. We're going to
It's
listen and see
freaking
what's
nuts.
happening for them.
All open, chat.
Okay, you want me to come to you now? Or play this? All right, I'm
Yes,
coming to
just
you.
play on me, man.
Got it. I'm going to you.
This is bait, bro. That's a bad
look right.
spot.
Look at the Valk flying right.
Yeah, bro, if I can
Valk right
fucking
here as
climb.
well.
Holy shit.
Look right here, free
Look at
KP
how
on the
small the
roof.
frickin' zone is.
Oh, free on the roof.
15 squad Shen, all in the open.
Give me fried.
Cracked.
Another Valk team flying.
On the car.
Dead on red. Look for full kills.
Thurston.
Look
Bro.
right here. Full kills. They're rezzing in the open.
Cracked
Flash
one.
on another.
90, 120 on
I got the full kill. I
got my full. Look right here.
Listen, I have 6 bullets.
Keep shooting, bro.
45 bullets. Oh, I got her. Oh my god, that was nasty.
Look at the car. I knocked one in the car.
They're literally
Wait, I actually think we
effing
can third
people
this
up.
because our side is so safe. Yes, our side is so fucking safe, man. Or unless we at least let me third.
I have fucking 30 heavy, bro.
I know.
Kraber up.
Can you give me all that? Give me all that.
I don't have it.
Mac,
Mac,
no. Mac,
Oh, it's 15. It's in 15. It's in 15.
Kraber on bubble. Kraber on there. Mac, take the helmet, man. Take the fucking helmet, man.
I have one.
All right.
This is bad.
I need heavy.
What do you want? Heavy here, bro.
Bro,
much you
they're
have?
literally
I have
effing
40,
it up.
Oh, take on another stat.
I have pad. They're still fighting on low ground.
Can we go back to our spot, maybe? Because that's better.
No, they're big. This is so good. This is so good.
They're fighting, yeah.
Look at that,
Dude,
Gibby.
it's so
Look at the
clean up
backside.
right here.
Gibby, dead.
Keep shooting. I'm saving my pad. Look right
Should
here,
I
team right there.
Caustic fried. One on roof. I'm saving my ult for later.
Bro, they're literally effing it up.
I died, bro.
I'm fucking delayed, but I'm
Res.
I bubbled. I got it.
Drop me an armor, Mac.
Bro.
Yeah,
No, they're not even turning. They're not even turning.
So I can make it.
No, we have to go back up our hill. We have to go back up our hill. Get ammo. Just find your ammo and fucking dip.
Let's go.
I got ammo. I'm good. I'm switching to a flatline.
I got an alternator.
Nice. Oh, give me that shit, bro. Shut up right now.
Let's go.
Drop it. Don't say a word.
I can't.
You're weird.
I don't have time.
I don't care anymore. You're weird.
He said, I don't care, you're weird.
Organized chaos may be the best way to describe Cloud9, but boy, are those comms interesting. In the meantime, TSM lost at least 2 players, and they're really up against it now. Snipe down, maybe down soon. He's got the high ground. He can just go on the other side of the rock immediately, but he can't escape entirely, and TSM will be frustrated with that finish.
Yeah, it looks like Benchwarmers took out the entire team of TSM there. They've got to be feeling sore about that. And I think it's been pointed out that that's the second time TSM got 11th place.
Very good flank. Very good flank.
Yeah, that's rough. That is really rough, and they will lament the
that
success that
reminds me of
Cloud9 are
COD
having
right
at
there,
the
third
moment.
party.
They thrive in the chaos of things. Cloud9, you can see their comms. It's interesting because it's not the most efficient, but it's what works for them, and that's more important than anything else. And they're looking to shred
I love when
even
pro
more.
teams do that.
Abraleli with Dank trying to hide
Because they
behind
don't mean to
a
disrespect
care
each other.
package. That's not going to work
It's
out
just
for him.
You have to be.
Zach's in
When
trouble
you're
though.
IGL man, you have to be
stabilize
aggressive.
now. I think we've got a res coming
100%
through.
have to be aggressive.
As Stay Naughty tries to cover with the alternator. So far, so good. Zach Maze is back up. Got to pop a bat immediately, and that scan will certainly make people think twice about pushing as well.
Oh my goodness, what do you even do when you scan that many people in one location, especially under one building?
You shout, "Free KP! Free KP! Free KP!"
Yeah, it was with as hectic as their comms are.
Oh,
I am
man.
very impressed that they're able to just make use of every single call out and focus fire. I mean, their teamwork has been incredible today.
It absolutely has, and with 6 more teams remaining, including them, they've got some more work to do here. You can see NRG just chilling in the truck for now. Again, they don't want to be out there taking damage. You don't want to become 6 by something going wrong for you, so you've got to be real careful.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see NRG with 2 purples and 1 blue shield, especially going into final circle. I mean, round 6, this is going to be rough.
Energy,
Yeah,
I
we
think.
can see Premier GG.
Ooh.
Oh, where has that come from? That's a nasty surprise.
I think
and,
energy is still
that has become
up,
very
I
awkward
think.
indeed. Get a quick bat. So they're chilling
That
in the
was
truck
high
as well.
energy, yeah.
And we can see SMP now really trying to hold on to the everyone's trying to hold on to the buildings as much as they can, but Cloud9 have the highest ground, I believe, and that may be the most important thing right now.
This could be really bad for them.
Cloud9. Alberlele goes down, but Stay Naughty and Zach are still in it. They might be able to get this res if people don't focus on them.
Yeah, that was a really clutch pad, especially because the zone was right around the corner. And I think they're too deep on the high ground for anyone to really punish that. NRG still chilling, just staying out of it for now.
Dude, this is
if
gonna
they
be
want
insane.
some more KP, they can get it later unless an opportunity
There it
presents
is.
itself like that. I don't know if he gets res, especially with the zone coming through. Cloud9 are starting to rack up the kills as well. So we're going to go down to 3 squads very soon, I think.
5 squads left as the circle
Energy's
gets
still up.
smaller and smaller. NRG is going to have to push out of that soon, but for now they are holding ground. Looks like Cloud9 has the higher ground. They're able to see everyone that's left right now.
Dude, they
might
have
be
a
the best
really good
position to push
spot,
into this
man.
fight.
Yeah, with all the action, bombardments and so on, the Bloodhound ult certainly helps, but it has come and gone already.
They just have to
trying
eat it. They just
dance
have to
around
eat it,
the
man.
bombs, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that. He can still heal, though. That's what the high ground gets
So
you. No one
Energy's
really
gonna
has an
push
angle
left
to do anything
side
about
to
it.
try to probably
We're
get
down
him.
to 3 squads
Then it's
now.
gonna be a third
Cloud9,
party, man.
Yes, they're in a good position, but they are taking a lot of damage as well, which means heals. Alphalele currently naked.
They're gonna push
trying
that
to get a
then.
shield cell up. The alternator could be clutch in this
that's how
late
it's gonna
game.
be.
Somehow, still 3 squads. The high ground might not work out for them.
Cloud9's
Alphalele now
gonna
the
get
last
it.
man standing. Can he deliver for his team? Still 3 squads. The zone's not helping either. Reloading the shotgun. Who's gonna take it? Who's the last team? Hey, it's X-Set here now. Just trying to finish off the
Energy
job.
took it.
NRG will
Holy
be
hell.
the team. Focusing on downed players with the shotgun. NRG just clean through. That was madness.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Bro.
not gonna lie. It was really
That
hard to
was
keep track
nuts.
of where all the teams were right there. I genuinely thought that.
Bruh, hell
Seattle
yeah,
had
man.
but
That was nuts,
congratulations to
dude.
NRG for taking that win.
Much love,
Playing
Soltek. Yo, what
very
up? How you
carefully and
doing?
Patiently again. I mean, they were
You
stuck in that
dipping?
trailer, and I thought they were in the worst position, but for somehow they made the best out of their situation, and they ended up taking first.
Yeah, they were really smart for just avoiding taking fights too early. Like when there are 6 teams left, they don't need
Yikes,
to engage.
man.
Like if you want to get some KP, it can come later. As we can see, 10 kills for NRG as they finish in first place. 12 for Cloud9.
We still
Gotta
got
give them
3 more
props as well.
games.
They were lighting up the kill feed as they often do.
All right,
And
let's see.
third place with a win already in the last game. Not too shabby. They're going to be in a really good position.
Yeah, and Noble and
leaderboards, find out which teams are up, which teams are down, and which teams could be taking it all around. Looks like NRG, Cloud9, and then Charlotte Phoenix down there, TSM number 4. James, talk me through what we're seeing here. Benchwarmers up.
That's the top
12
right now overall.
places. Woo!
That's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, it's amazing what a good position will do for you. That's a great hop up the table. Again, always keeping an eye on TSM, and the fact that they're 4th place, despite that, you could call that game rough. Again, that 6 KP
Top
will
20
be
teams move
important
forward,
for them
right,
in
chat?
that game. But even though they haven't had the greatest of placements overall, and we look at some other teams, of course, like NRG almost double the points, for example, they're still very much in keeping with the top teams, in the sense that if they can get a victory in these next 3 games, then they will shoot up even more. So that's always
Clutch up the games in the same way that Sweet has been for NRG
Oh, she's
today.
back, chat. Don't look
He's
at her
eating
eyes.
noobs for breakfast. That's what he's doing. He's going through here and just dominating in this lobby. But you know what? Game number 2 is huge for them too, because you said, we heard them in the comms. Hey, we're playing for placement. Guess what? They
Yo,
placed
thank you
second.
everyone for
They
following the
kills
channel,
all the
hitting
way.
the bell.
All those
I
points
really appreciate it. Well,
really matter.
AKA
Another team that I'm looking
subscribing
out
to the
for.
channel.
C9. Wow, they're a fun team to watch.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I love hearing their comms too, hearing how intense it's been. I mean, to be fair, every single team that we've kind of tuned into has had intense comms, but I want to highlight the way that they were able to really keep their heads straight together while also maintaining a pretty superior positioning. And we talk about positioning here. Energy, not only did they manage to get the scan already, wasting no time with Nathan on the back line, but there are split up a little bit so that way they could cover some more space when it comes to getting
I
this
just
loot.
need like a smart team, man.
If you know,
I know I could definitely be in this,
Come
but I
on,
just need a
to be
smart
fair.
team.
So I'm looking at TSM too, and I'm wondering if they are going to switch up their composition. Maybe they're going to bust out the Caustic as well as the Valkyrie on top of Hell there. So take a look at that zone. I'm feeling Geyser. It's definitely hard pulling over towards that side. Could potentially pull over towards the south side of that choke too. So we'll see what teams like to play the choke, which teams are going to go over towards Big Mod, and who's going to get inside Geyser.
This is chaotic here. I'm just thinking right now with a lot of the squads that we're seeing currently within that next circle. As you can see, Geyser is going to get heated real quick. You can see Fragment too, with a lot of these squads having to rotate from the northern part of the map, Tom. You have to assume here that choke point closer to Geyser by the overlook area is going to be extremely contested, especially with that new area that you could take kind of like that back road to flank, but when you go into the tunnel next to Geyser.
Look at the purple armor for Sweet. They're going to try to loot as fast as possible. They have been having some good rotations, double rotations, portals when you absolutely need them. Nathan with the redeploy when you need that as well. And they're also going to be picking up some kills along the way. Playing Edge, having a phenomenal day so far. No repeat winners yet today, though. Charlotte Phoenix would be
Like I'm
number one,
really good at
C9 being
IGL.
number
It's
two,
just
Energy
the
with
people
game three.
sometimes
And it's kind of been the
don't
theme
listen.
here too with a lot of
It's
these
crazy.
teams
Like
now
the
just
majority of
trying
the
to figure
time
out
that
a
I
way
call
to
and people
maintain
listen, we
that
win.
Consistency, Energy
You know?
really being the only team being able to get second twice. Maybe not be first, but they still secured that win. And you can see here, Energy as they make their rotations over to the train tracks, they see some action happening in the direction of Harvester.
Yeah, Harvester is not really a spot you expect an early fight to go and take place, so we'll see exactly how they want to go and approach this one. But it is a better landing spot now that they've added that beacon in a couple of updates ago, so it's nice to see some love being thrown over towards that side of the map. It's another great POI as we take a look at that first redeploy coming out for Energy and pings going down.
And this is also going to allow them to get a scan on the ground to make sure that wherever they're rotating, it's safe, and they can note where some of these squads are currently positioned, as they are going to make their rotation over to the next jump tower before catching another squad who've also been able to take that jump tower out of it.
It's so scary going up these instead of going for the Valkyrie redeploy. It's always risky if a charge rifle is scout. Anything could land throughout all of these. If Energy gets hit going up the rope, they're going to have to bounce
Get
down
back in the
immediately.
comp scene.
Looks
We'll
like they're going to be
see.
safe
We'll
for now
definitely
as they
see.
approach that bottom area of Lava Siphon. Scan coming out, bubble scan. Or Renegades, they're going to be able to find out where zone number 2 is going to go. Meanwhile, I'm curious to see what the rotation for TSM is going to be as well, as we see Mercy, Presley, and the rest of that squad down below.
Yeah, also having all blue Evo shields. Renegades looking a little bit better than Energy, holding on to 2 purples, and of course it's only having one
first
white
time
onto
in
pop out. But Energy, as they do make that safe rotation, they have to know that they don't really have the Evo shields to take these fights. And this is what I was worried about originally. Sweet being the only one with the purple Evo, this squad's already sending it forward.
That's sick.
Once you see gray armors, it doesn't matter who it is. They're going to go and push you throughout all of that. You can see multiple players at the door. Energy worried about the armor situation. They haven't even landed damage yet this game, and they're going to bounce out.
Yeah, they're getting out of the situation. I don't blame them one bit. They don't have the Valkyrie redeploy either. We just saw them use it at the very beginning when they were passing Harvester. And it's nice to note here with a crypto drone actually catching somebody in our little cam here. It's nice to see how a lot of these different compositions have provided its own benefits towards these teams and their own playstyle. And Energy, they're prioritizing positioning here.
In the bottom right, you can see TSM. They are sitting currently in 4th place with 27 points overall. Best placement for them. 3rd place in game number 1. They pick up some decent amount of kills along the way, fragging out with 17 kills overall. And they look like they're going to go set up over towards Geyser. Like we anticipated, a lot of teams are going to heavily favor that side of the map based on what they're seeing from the first scan.
That's why this is so important to make these rotations with Energy. Even though they're a little lackluster in terms of their shield, they want to make sure that they're not the ones getting circle kept, especially when it comes to this area right here, Tom, because you're kind of forced to traverse through that open ground when it comes to trying to secure one of these buildings down below.
They're still just poking around, trying to figure out how they're going to go and approach this situation. Again, without the Valkyrie redeploy, still a couple percentage on that one. Not many options. Fortunately for them, they're not forced into any type of situation that they don't have to be. Meanwhile, back on board with TSM, seeing where they're setting up, again, inside Geyser. They didn't change compositions as we were anticipating, but when they're down about 30 points overall, you would think that something has to happen for TSM. Right now, you can see they're in a great spot. The only problem with these Geyser zones, Vicky, you don't pick up a lot of kills from these spots. And you can see not a lot of ammo here for Snipedown, even though he has a great setup.
And you know that a lot of teams want to secure these buildings, and since we've been seeing a lot of the caustics, these caustic compositions are really going to shine within the Geyser.
There's some lobbies tomorrow,
so when I'm looking at TSM,
I don't think I can.
I'm a little worried, Tom, because not only are they
ALGS has a
on
blackout
ammo and
dates.
equipment because they're going to stay there for the end game, but I'm looking at how a lot of these other squads are going to try to funnel them out of there with a Nox gas.
These
With
pro
the
players
ALGS,
are
it's during the
so
week.
well
It's not
balanced in terms
weekends.
of knowing how to play
So
these
weekends
zones. This
are
is
like
another one of those
basically
priority positions
blackout
that can
dates.
be locked down. That's Benchwarmers sitting in 5th place, 17 points. That just goes to show how top heavy this lobby currently is. There's a big fall off between 4th and 5th. Again, TSM in 4th with 27. Benchwarmers 17 points overall. Placed 2nd in the previous game with 5 kills, and it's still locking down a great spot. We'll see how long they can actually hold this. Again, having ammo is going to be the big problem, but big fight happening actually. Bowser is going to take down Senpai in your kill feed.
Huge here, just trying to see what's going on over there with Benchwarmers holding onto this corner, and we have seen some circles end up exactly where Benchwarmers is currently positioned, which is why they want to stay here before realizing where that next circle is going to be, because unlike these cryptos, Tom, as Valkyrie, you overextend when you want to get a beacon, when you want to make sure what the next circle is, and that's why we see teams like Energy prioritize that as the first thing they do when they land.
There goes Era. That was the fight that we were talking about. Stunny Tech and Bowser. Bowser with the initial knock. Looks like Rez has happened, coming on over towards the side. Now that player is crouching around the corner still, so he's still down. That's the Gibraltar. 2 players stuck inside of this train track. Senpai is down. Another player fairly weak. That's 2 knocks coming in from Bowser.
Bowser's popping off. He was up there in the front lines by himself.
Yeah,
He manages to dip away with the shield battery, but with the Bloodhound scan, it's nice to note that there's another squad right on the other side of where Bowser's pressuring and trying to pinch this squad in the train.
Had an opportunity to team with Bowser and Six prior before they picked up Nicewig, who was a great pickup, and they ended up winning the ALGS. Bowser is just an absolute slayer. Now it's up to Casellos to fend himself off in this 3v1. I just don't see it happening.
Did he get stuck?
The fact that he was hiding behind the knockdown
he
shield
did.
manages to throw out the Arc Star, but it was 1 Valk and an Arc Star and a Dream, and I'm not too sure if a Dream is going to be enough here with Bowser being able to take out your entire squad. Now the follow from Tex, Candy, they're going to finally finish that out, and I'm so surprised here as Castellos lived for quite some time, and now Noble finding the opportunity, they're moving in.
I think the big thing is they understood there's a third-party opportunity. If they end up going in there lackadaisical, 1 player gets knocked, next thing you know, Noble's pushing in on that, and Kate's gonna smile because that means her predictions are gonna be right. But NRG, they were waiting for that Valkyrie redeploy. They are just gonna get out of here. It is too hot. There's too many layers of teams.
They're playing Ring Around the Rosy with their rotations, and they're going right back where they came, and they should too. With the amount of pressure that these squads are laying down onto Energy, they kind of got booted out of that position, and they don't want to risk staying there longer, especially since they still couldn't find any better Evo shields to work with.
I'm curious what they're thinking. Let's hop on board with the team sitting in first place. It's NRG.
That's crazy, man.
Wish I could shields. Pop one real quick.
Imagine. Whoa.
There's a Phoenix right there. Oh, and a 2 to 4
right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and a purple light.
Oh.
As long as I got it like that, everyone gets one side. Everyone gets one side. I got the other side.
There's a purple. Oh, purple bolt. Oh my god. We can craft bolt.
Wait, you guys are like...
Wait, I need to get that thing.
Okay, never mind. It was my mistake. I thought I had like a huge delay on the stream.
Bro, not even trolling. It's level 2 gas. We could literally craft this entire time and walk in late here. And just get max loot.
I have 1 mech kit, 4 syringes.
I'm only gonna have a
I don't know,
med kit
Ashley.
after this crafter.
Girls are weird.
I think we start going now.
Yeah, good.
Let's open a damn window.
But I'm juiced though. Like,
I need to craft a medkit. Hold on.
I'll look for white meds in here. Yeah.
I got some.
Mark an Eva on your way out. I'm on my way.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna try to like walk in late underneath this.
Okay. Is there a team on this building? Can we walk in? Let's go here.
By the way,
everybody gets aside. You heard what they had to say. Now Bowser is continuing where he stayed, and he's just going to continue to lay down the hurt. And Song's going to be the first one to get knocked on Absolute Monarchy. Tech coming through with the bait and switch. Batteries being popped on both sides by Stunny and Bowser. A nice scan. Perfectly executed team fight happening right now for Era.
Immediately seeing all the chaos go down right now. Era winning this team fight, being able to replenish those shields is so important, and they've noted already there's a squad right behind them, and they need to be wary here as that squad notes that there's been some downs already coming out with Era having to heal up.
Oh shit, don't get that knock and finish. Big Flake coming around the corner. It's Joey Blackout with the EVA 8. Bowser and Stunny, now it's up to them. Massive in hand, Bubble being dropped as well. Two more teams in the vicinity. It's Noble and it's Knights trying to shut down Era.
Not the first time we see a lot of this chaos happen in Ramparts. Meanwhile, Knights are wasting no time to move into the dome. Limited ammo on the PK, but you won't really need to worry about that as you're forced to back off. Pop the Phoenix. They do get
That's
two
crazy,
downs
have the
here.
Phoenix,
and Knights,
man.
they're going to come out on top with that third party coming in at the perfect time.
You love to see it. Knights have been playing pretty disciplined so far, and they get rewarded with that one. Joey Blackout very close to getting that purple armor, 50 away from charging that Evo up. Bowser, he dipped out, and for the amount of aggression that we've seen and how well Era's played, they may not get any points here, just the kill points that they walked away with.
Crazy too, because you saw that he has over 1,000 damage and only 1 kill at that moment, and it just really shows how they've been holding onto this area for so long, being so aggressive and holding back Noble that you could see a little off to the side. But it's nice that take control over the ship, and they're also going to have a high ground over Noble.
You can see things going down on top of the loot right there. It is most likely going to continue to pull on over towards Geyser. The big problem for Bowser right now is Knights aren't going to leave the spot. They're going to continue to sit on top of those boxes until those time out, and they have to worry about Noble in front of them too, which is going to keep them put.
Be difficult to worry about when you take a look at the next circle that's going to be pulling soon. Again, you don't want to overextend. You want to keep yourself open, and there's a care package that's going to be uncontested in front of TSM before Snipe.
Thank you everyone for the likes. I really appreciate it.
Maybe just taking a peek in case it's a bait. And it's so important here to note that depending on what's in that care package, TSM are going to be pretty comfy as they've been here the entire game.
Usually you drop one of your guns, but they're going to go for the bubble here. It's a mobile respawn, and could be the worst drop I've ever seen.
It was, actually.
That was horrible.
I think that was the worst drop I've seen in a really long time. Quite unfortunate there, but at least you were able to get something out of it if you wanted that mobile respawn.
I don't know
they are going to be able to hold on to
if
this
I'm doing
building,
something
and
wrong
it's nice
or
to know
if
that
chat's
there was
dead
another
or people
squad
are
that
just
was
not
sniping
talking.
at them when they were trying to get
I'm
that
not
care
too...
package.
Yo, chat, if you're here, put a 1 in chat.
Back on board with Lazarus. Lazarus, they've been getting eliminated fairly early over here as we do get that zone pull. It's the very back of Geyser, as we were predicting. Benchwarmers loving that situation that they're in over towards the pills. Meanwhile, Lazarus not liking what they're seeing. It's a flank over towards the corner. It's Team Liquid and Nocturnal flying in.
Wow, that pressure coming in from the bombardment too, just trying to push in from the zip line. Super risky there, but an even better chance when you get dinked down and Lazarus
Weird to
are
see you on
forced to hang
YouTube.
out into
Yeah,
this
just trying
building
something
without
different,
their
man.
caustic.
No doubt about it. Tough situation to be in. Team Liquid is just adding the pressure left, right, instead of double gold armors, purple on flanker, plenty of batteries as well. Scan coming up in about 7 seconds. Great push over there, but the problem is, with 50 seconds left in zone number 3 approaching,
I bet you a lot of people
it's gonna
are
start
watching
to
with
tick,
no
so you're gonna have
accounts,
to figure out how you're gonna approach the
can't
situation.
type.
Most likely, you see that building closest to the edge of the zone.
I'm here, but
They're
I
gonna have
got
to
it
get
full
on that building
screen.
and play the outside.
I can
I'm
watch.
wondering if that Valk from Lazarus managed to get away, because that was just
can dig
absolutely
it.
chaotic.
Hey.
Team Liquid were able to get that
I got my
GB inside
support.
the building, but to redeploy coming in
Yo,
at
thank
the
you so much. I
perfect
appreciate
moment.
that, Billy.
Not sure if
Appreciate
Team
it,
Liquid
man.
was able to secure that, but they were able to secure that 2 extra KP.
Here
It's
it comes,
crazy.
zone
Hell yeah,
closing, which
Ryan.
means everybody that was thinking about fighting is going to start fighting.
I just
Renegades
love
is going to
like
get the better.
watching them
Let
at
them
like
take them
endgame,
down
man.
right now. Vaxon with some great
Like
shots. The
16
heal coming through
teams
as well.
and only 3.
Very nicely done. 2
like,
teams immediately just
3
dropped like
3
flies. As we have
zone.
16 squads left. Expect a lot more to die.
And we see 2 already right now, Tom, outside of the circle. Ghost Gaming trying to circle, keep that squad over to the side, but they have to keep moving soon because round 3, it's closing in.
It is, and you have your EMP in hand, but you don't really know.
Oh, and what's cool about
6, he has a nice little corner to stay alive for a
if you
little
swipe,
bit. But we know how many teams are trying to push out of this lava siphon side.
Hold on.
This is so intense right now. You can see how so many squads
click,
are on that southern part of the circle
live
as it
chat,
closes
or
in, and
you
it's
swipe,
Team Energy who are living off the lands
pops
now
up.
with 2 purples,
I think you
1
click on the
blue,
screen
and, they're
and then you
getting pressured
do
out of
the
skies as
live
they go in
chat.
for this risky
It'll
redeploy.
push it to the side.
So there's some viable spots.
You guys can
that
watch the stream
aren't
and
available
watch
right now,
live
but
chat.
I don't think
Pretty
Energy's
cool.
is able to realize that because they don't have the luxury of the player outlines like we do. We've been able to see what all the teams
Listening
are
while
going to be
doing
able to do.
house stuff.
But if you are
Hell
playing
yeah.
the very back of the
Is
building
this live?
that is in this next
this
zone,
is
that is
recap,
totally viable.
but
Another
it just,
spot is where the
got
respawn
over,
beacon
yeah.
is. You're going to see teams set up there as
Thanks
well.
for watching
CLT
ALGS.
saw where
Hey, thank
Energy
you.
was
Thank
landing
you
and
for
said,
being
I
here.
want
Appreciate
no
it.
business with this. They gave that spot over to Energy rent-free, and they're completely okay with that as they take an off angle.
Ambino's hoping that there's something better than just a
got a
purple
pop
armor
cat
and a mobile
out?
respawn
Really?
beacon in there. Meanwhile, Charlotte Phoenix, the winners from game number 1.
That's kind of crazy.
They're on the high ground
Yo,
over here, but for
this
how long?
spot.
Cody taking so much damage.
where the
He's
hell
gonna
are
have
they
to go
at?
and drop. Bubble not being used by Stink, so
Oh,
they
never
should
mind.
be okay for now. But look at another team over towards the right coexisting. C9 making their play over towards the back of the building like we were talking about. They're going to be the team that
Energy
plays
and
that
C9
respawn
are
area.
popping off right now.
And they're going to be able to have enough space to at least breathe, try to figure out
TSM,
what's going on
I feel
here
like
with
they
so
could
much
do a little
action
better,
happening. But with the circle getting pulled away from these buildings, this is where I'm expecting a lot of these squads to whittle down already. A knock coming in for Ghost. The dome has gone down, and you have no protection, and neither does CLT. The squad that looked to be in 3rd place has
You
now
gotta
gone
go.
down.
All right, take care.
Energy's
Thank you so much for
scratching
stopping
on
by.
for every type of KP and
Hope you
placement
guys
that they can get, just
followed
like
and
they
hit the
did
bell
in game number 2. This time they have their full squad, though. The shots are there, and you want Rocker on your team.
To get back in
Absolutely,
it, yeah,
especially
well,
seeing
100%,
on the
man.
high ground, holding a G7 and the arm shield.
I just need a new
pressuring out
PC.
everyone who's right below you. It's
I'm
Christmas.
losing tons of,
it must
like,
have come early. We've skipping
performance.
Halloween and Thanksgiving, and they could currently see what
Who's
a
your
lot of
favorite
the action's
team?
happening right below them before jumping down and taking some of this loot.
TSM is probably my
Getting
favorite,
some more
but
loot, getting some more
they're
ammo,
doing
picking
all
up
right
some more
right now.
cake throughout all that is absolutely huge too.
Cloud9's
Bubble's still there
playing-
for Rocker if he needs it.
I
No
really
pullback
like
back though, as Nathan is going to get back in
how
this one. But
C9's
let's see if
playing.
they get pressure.
Extremely aggressive. I
This is
love it.
game
I
number
actually love
4.
it.
We are going down to the wire here. running out of time too with a lot of these squads now trying to figure out how many points they need, and Energy is one of those squads that are holding on to that first place. They're alive and they have some KP, and it seems to be that Rocker's in trouble.
Rocker's definitely in trouble. He needs to hit a battery in ASAP. Does just go for the armor swap instead. Random portal is going to be placed, but it's not random. It's calculated, and it's going to be outside of the building where TSM.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that.
Maybe not going according to plan
Make sure
here
you guys
with the
hit
squad
that
having
bell.
them in their line
You
of
guys
sight.
get notified.
Luckily, they could utilize the bottom part of this building to actually have some cover, but you currently see Rocker. He's got
First
to
time
move
watching,
soon.
yo, Ryan. Thank you so
Big
much. I
thing is
appreciate that.
bubbles back up. Defensive bombardment comes up in about 10 seconds as well. If
Is
they can
YouTube
survive
like
bubble and
Facebook
toss
when it
that down,
comes to
that may buy them enough
commenting?
time to survive.
Helps you
I'm
out.
just looking right
yeah,
here. The way that
commenting,
Sweet is just trying to help rotate the rest of Energy is so intense. This is
in the
all
first
a make
hour,
it or
if we
break
have
it with
like
Team
really
Liquid
good stuff,
now,
they'll
having
push
the
us
dome
more.
tossing the
But,
Octane jump pad in the
YouTube has
direction of
good
the other dome,
algorithm.
ricocheting off of it, saying, all right, just take one of these, and now dipping out of the situation. They don't have the jump pad, though, that they could utilize, and Team Liquid are cleaning up from a lot of these squads that are forced to rotate outside of the circle.
The shots from NRG just so crisp overall, but it's going to be Rocker to go down first. Sweet second. Nathan, the last player alive. He gets some help from the outside.
Any tournaments or Warzone coming up?
Here, and there
yeah,
is so many different missiles
November
landing
1st
all over the place.
is
NRG
Warzone tournament.
out in 6th
Me,
place.
Spartacus,
Liquid's still
and
alive.
Glory gonna be
C9
there.
should be alive in the back as well. And Nocturnal doing whatever he can to avoid these grenades.
I'm just trying to save up
I
for
also saw
a new
TSM,
PC.
how just being able to
So.
clean up, help out Energy
get a
for
new
2
computer
seconds before
sponsor.
Energy had gone down. They get to see another day.
We have a meeting
but
with
now
Origin
Team Liquid
again.
holding onto this back angle, getting a crack is so important
we'll
here
see.
because they want to make sure that they can maintain this positioning without revealing too much with TSM being on the other side.
Ooh, these angles are just so crispy right now from Nocturnal. Running past all these death boxes because he understands that he wants to add the pressure onto TSM. He pushed into bench warmer's spot. Bubble does go down for reps. He's fairly weak. No batteries, though, so this is a tough situation for TSM.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be out of commission for a while.
How do you
too.
like it here?
He has the Phoenix kit
Ryan,
though.
it's-
We take
it's
that
a little
back
different.
just for about 9 seconds, and then he's back into the spray. Snipe down. Even though he's healing up, may not want to heal up fully with the shield with
We're
the
almost
EMP coming
partnered.
out, but it's actually House EMP
So-
who helps secure that, and Snipe down with a follow-up. What better way to clean things up
We're
for
almost partnered
TSM
here.
than a follow-up
We just
from
need
an
like
EMP,
500
and
more
that's
watch
exactly
hours
why
and
we're
we're
seeing this
partnered.
composition change
So-
coming out from this team.
Well, if Reps
If we
needs
keep on
batteries, he's
growing,
gonna find him. There was 3 on the ground right there.
I would love
multiple
to stay
death
on
boxes
YouTube,
as well.
but
Great job from TSM pushing from
we'll see,
inside
we'll
the
see.
building.
We're
into the
doing quite
primary
well
spot where
today.
bench warmers are. Now we have
43
a 3-on-3
viewers.
on 3 situation.
We're doing quite well.
TSM
You know?
now have been able to take control over the side. This is something I was noting before, where circles have ended here
And,
so
I
many
think
times
if we
in the
keep
past,
on
and
both
TSM were in
platforms
the
and
perfect
grow,
position
I think
to
we'll
be
be
able to
just
get
fine.
here as quickly as possible. We've noted that they were inside that building right behind them for the entirety of
just-
the game, and now C9
there's a couple things
taking
I
this
like and
roof,
dislike.
They have the pristine positioning in comparison to TSM.
One of the most classic end zones in all of Apex over towards the back building in Geyser. C9 on the roof. Premier down below him as
But-
well. And TSM on the outskirts looking in.
All
We'll
you
see
guys
exactly
do
where this
is,
zone goes.
you know,
Typically it
comment,
goes to right outside the door where Premier is.
Have a
Placing
conversation
all
in
those
chat,
medkits in front of
like
House.
the
You wanna
stream,
hide
invite your
crypto, just
friends.
toss a bunch of loot in
The
front
more
of
you
them.
guys
Maybe
do
nobody
that, the
would
more,
notice at the
you
same
know,
time.
the
But
quicker
they're
we
gonna
will
hold
grow.
this position, and they're gonna see what's
know?
happening here. Taking a look at the fact that you have C9 right there down the high ground. You have another squad right below you, and they don't want to be the ones to
So-
overextend, because then they'll be on the open ground, and they don't want to give up this positioning.
We'll see how fast Hal can get his EMP back up. Snipe down, most likely won't need that Valkyrie redeploy. The big thing is what is C9 going to do with Premier directly below him? How are they going to avoid that pressure and fight when that time comes?
Oh, the mobile respawn beacon? That's some extra cover if I say so myself here. And they are just going to hold this crate. There's no reason for either of these squads to try to overextend. They're just going to wait for the circle to close in to force out these fights.
Exactly. Right now what they're trying to do is get armor checks. They're also trying to just show presence back and forth. Main thing is don't take a lot of damage. Don't take unnecessary damage. Especially don't force your bubble out. You're going to need your bubble here when this zone closes. Closes in about 10 seconds. Not only that, 1 minute and 30 seconds for that
Ooh,
zone to
nice
absolutely
hit.
close. Hambino inside with the bow check bow.
Something that I'm worried about here, and just thinking crucially with TSM having Hal on the crypto, that EMP is going to be so important to prevent some of those bubbles from coming out at the time that they may want that bubble to come down. Now the circle closing in, and this is the opportunity for those 2 squads in the building to jump down.
Exactly, but you have to slow play this one. The zone just creeps up on you.
Chat, how do
Snipe down,
you,
taking a little
like
head
this
glitch right
video
there. This is what
first
we were talking
time
about
watching
with the
still
end
on
of
YouTube?
EMEA when you want to go and take position. Not just position where your team is. Individual position means just as much. Don't stay out in the open. Use all of the cover in your map.
That might
to
be a
your
good arc
advantage.
start.
Big nade coming in from Zach Mazer. But look at the little things that
Ooh.
TSM is doing. Laying down these mobile respawn beacons. Having that bubble used is absolutely huge. TSM wants that back.
It's a party, basically egging them on. You know, if you have anybody to res right here, just kind of give us some points. Or we could just use it as some extra cover by the crates. Great way here, but they're getting bombarded with these grenades. Currently, Reps and Hal are low, and Hal goes down. The Arc Stars showing how lethal it is, and then they're giving bombardment
Dude, 3
to top
Arc
it all
Stars
off.
just next to each other,
Pressure
dude.
from C9. Also, Premier is helping from inside the building as well. They are not allowing TSM to live much longer. A portal was placed as well. Snipe down, gets knocked again over towards the side. We know that Reps is already down. I believe Hal is the last one. There's a little bounce pad to possibly grief him. Zach trying to make his way around the corner. That was, I believe, another portal coming in from Premier as well. That's TSM going out in 3rd place. C9 has the advantage. They know all members of Premier have to come out of this door.
I love the positioning from Zach. He utilized those crates for cover, and now he's able to move right in, not missing a single shot with the Eva.
Bro,
he gets them down, and
Cloud9
C9
is
are
going
champions for
freaking
game
nuts.
number 4.
What a game by C9.
They won,
Holy
like,
cow,
what,
we get our
2
repeat winner
games
in
out of
NA
4?
today. It was game
3?
number 2 for C9. Game number 4 as well. The execution just so crisp.
Wow.
Prediction to get to the back over towards where the respawn is, and then finishing it off in style.
I mean, what a performance we are seeing
Holy
from
hell.
this team. Is it cloudy outside? I mean, I don't even know, because Cloud9, they are popping off. Now, we talk about how some of these teams hadn't been able to clutch out another
is
win when
absolutely
they had
incredible,
previously
man.
won within our last 2 days that we've witnessed. Meanwhile, C9 over on the
Consistent,
side
man.
of NA have done just that today, taking this game and taking a previous game for game number 2 when they were going absolutely crazy with 9 kills. This time, they take game number 4 with 8 kills in their pocket.
What's even wilder is NRG still keeping up in the points. Look at this. They actually get 2nd points overall with 13 because they had 10 kills, Vicky.
They're so aggressive in their positioning. Honestly, the only thing that we're seeing from Energy just be a little lackluster about, and it's not even that crazy here, it's just those placements have just really not worked out in their favor. They've kind of gotten booted out in every single last position that they were trying to sit in, minus the one that we had seen them pop off and win.
Mobile, you hit
You know,
the
we're
red.
a special team. When you take something
letter,
and that's absolutely nothing and make something out of it. I don't know if that's the right quote, but you get what I'm saying as we take a look at who was putting in work from C9 last time.
The thing that
it
I
was
would
Naughty
love,
with the kills. This time it's Zach with the damage.
what I
on
love
Lloyd as well.
about Facebook is if you type in exclamation mark notify, it hits the bell and follows the channel. If YouTube could bring that in, or you guys could type something in chat to automatically follow and hit the bell, that would be nuts. That would be actually really, really
And then
good.
the follow-ups too. I can only imagine what the comms sounded like for C9 when they were barraging TSM with a bunch of Arc Stars.
In Geyser zones, you don't really see a lot of kills. You don't see a lot of damage because of the amount of standoffs that are happening. It's all about positioning right there. That's why TSM got in there early. That's why C9 went over towards the backhand side. Let's take a look at that overall leaderboard. And 2 teams are really standing out. It's NRG and Cloud9.
I love to see it here. NRG still leading the score, 68 points. Cloud9 with that victory are trailing right behind them, 65 points. But look at the gap, Tom, between 2nd place and 3rd with TSM sitting at 39 points.
And TSM starting to heat up just a little bit. You could see the way that they were maneuvering throughout all that map. They are definitely poised for a win. TSM always known for a little bit of a slow start, even though they won their first game last weekend. I really feel like they're going to finish strong in game 5 and 6.
I'm excited to see how some of these squads are going to try to adjust towards that, because right now, C9, they're going to be going into that final game, or rather that next game of Game 5, rather strong with some momentum on their side, but they're definitely feeling good about that one, because, you know, it may not be about all the damage that you do, but securing those kills
People
are
say that I
extremely
look like him.
important, especially when it comes to taking the dub.
2 more games remain. You will not want to miss
Do
them.
I
We'll be
look
right
like
back.
him?
Should we kill TSM?
No, no,
Hey,
focus
wait,
Ventformers. Focus Ventformers. Everyone
I'm
focus on
recharging, I'm
Ventformers.
recharging.
They could try griefing him.
This one. I'm trying to give me back. I'm bubbling wide. I'm in the bub.
Bro, this freaking... I don't see it at all. Yeah, some people say I look like him. Oh. Hey, great camera. Great camera work, dude. All right.
Stings a little that it was Cloud9 who
Yeah,
eliminated
kind
them
of.
towards the end, but they've had either they've gone deep enough and or they've got some kills which keeps them in contention. They're still climbing,
Yeah, you
even though
do.
they haven't got a W for this week yet, so that can have a massive impact in their score.
He's more attractive
So
than
we'll
me,
find
though.
out if they can convert in these last 2 games. Hopefully
Absolutely.
they will hope. I won't say hopefully, but they will hope.
But it doesn't matter because I'm married.
The rings will be
My wife's
kind
beautiful,
to them
so
based on their position on drop. And it
I'm
is
set.
time to drop in game number 5.
Game 5, chat.
Ooh, I wonder what we're gonna see this time. I mean, these circles have been intense, James. Like the last one, that one had barely any cover. I mean,
We
we
are
saw
50
TSM dropping
likes
their
away
mole
from
beacons
hitting
trying to make
100 likes
extra
of the
cover for
stream, chat.
themselves.
Absolutely amazing.
I feel like last week to this week, we have been blessed with insane games every single time. Like nail-biting, gripping games with the sheer amount of teams which are in a small ring, the particular teams.
I
who are
really like
engaging
that
each other,
skin,
and,
man.
Like there's just so much to enjoy here, and I expect that this will be
That
the same
Octane
as we
skin is
land
so
with Era
sick.
Eternity. Blue armor off drop is a great start, and Big Mord can be a busy area depending on how the rings look, because we've seen a lot of teams there
making
earlier
sure
on
I
today.
followed.
Perhaps
So I
that'll
don't
be the
get
case
yelled
for
at.
now. I don't know, but there could be. I'm interested in what the gold weapons are that are in there at the moment. Are we going to
How
see
you
like a
doing?
gold charge rifle or a gold longbow come out, something like that? And we can see it's another open area around that epicenter position. It was a slightly more to the right, I think, a few games
Oh,
ago,
wow.
but it could end in a
Probably
similar
the-
ring this time
the
as well.
2 streamers I watch the most.
honestly
Hell
kind
yeah,
of want to
dude.
see it end up
Thank
in
you.
fragment. That
Appreciate
would be
it.
a nice circle.
That would be a nice circle, yeah. That would be a spicy one. And every game has been pretty damn spicy so far. Can see Cloud9 just chilling again. They've got a lot of area to work with. So
You know, one thing I
be
really
moving
like,
towards
like
the,
I
that
like my
green ring,
camera angle,
pretty kitted up.
but I
sooner
like
rather than
Garrett's
later.
camera angle.
Yeah,
But I
and
also like
our
green
last
screen.
game's winners, Cloud9, seems like they're picking
Like-
up some decent loot. Looks like they have their loadout almost instantly.
I really want to go green
Zach
screen.
is still on white armor,
I
though,
really
so
do,
once
but
he
I have a
gets blue,
sick
he might be okay
background.
for a fight.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn it.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see the overall performance of Cloud9 once this
But
day
there's
has
things I could
concluded,
do that's
because,
really cool. Is
I think they've got some pretty good
slow this down
potential.
a little bit. So basically, you see how my background is. I could take a picture from my camera, implement it as a webcam border, but still have a green screen. So when I'm in game, I could have a green screen, and when I go into a different screen, it will have a webcam looking. So it's
Oh, they're hunting Era
know what I'm
right
saying?
now. They just moved into where Era is.
because I really
so
just want to
maybe
put like
we're just seeing
content
early game
behind a
fight.
green
They
screen
know
because
that the
there's
other team
tons
is
of
inside.
content
They're
behind
just
a
not
green
entirely
screen.
sure where yet. So they do have a bloodhound, so maybe we might see the scan come out.
Yeah, it does feel very spacious in Big Mord. So I feel like the fights in the Big Mord
wanna
position are pretty much like they're
change
all
this
but
to be
guaranteed.
gold, though.
We see the black and white mode here for Text Candy, which will soon be running out.
But gold
Very
really
good
doesn't
target
show up
selection, of
that
course.
well.
Yeah, they're just exchanging scans
Let me
right now.
see.
Oh, and Era pulling out the first hits.
Yeah, the Rampage doing damage again, but he also gets cracked, which means he's got to slow down. Can't really capitalize on that damage just yet. Has to get his shields right as well. And I think we may see a bombardment here, and surely one of these teams has to fall back.
Yeah, if I'm Absolute Monarchy, I might back off because it seems like this team is just kind of, it seems like Era just knows what they want. Although it seems like the positions are switched now.
Yeah, but bearing in mind the other teams which are around, I don't know how much you want to be exposed on the outside, because that 3P could come at any time. And we know how useful snipers can be as well in this game, so isn't necessarily the most ideal situation.
It's more like a white.
Hemlock and a
Not at all.
Mastiff
You know
is
what I'm
a nice combo.
Like, that looks cool as hell, though. It looks.
But we'll see how long they hang around here for, because again, more teams could be coming. And NRG have got a potential to get some very early KP indeed, as Rocker's going to get respawned, but that action is getting closer now on Big Mord. We've got double domes up, and one of these teams is surely going to be in a lot of trouble. Stumps is down, but Sung is still up now.
I always felt like the
Bloodhound rather than
background is more
I'm
personal
sure
than
he
a
was
green
playing
screen. Oh,
Caustic
100%, 100%. Soltek was the
I
first
think he
streamer
may have
I've
been.
ever watched.
But yeah, it looks like they
Got
take out
close to 800
Era.
days on Facebook, I believe.
Unfortunate.
His Pathfinder
Unfortunate
movements
wipe
and
there, but
positivity
they did try their
calls me into
hardest.
day
That
one.
kill wise just really hard
This
to
man's a
hold because
goat,
of all the
for real,
different
for real.
levels
Yo, Ryan,
there.
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, someone had to go, man. Sometimes it be like that, as they say.
I appreciate it, man. I don't know if
Looks like
I should...
Cloud9's just, they're doing fine. They're, like you
I don't
mentioned
know.
earlier, they're just crafting everything they can, getting their backpacks. I mean, look at that. Now
I
they're
like
ready
this.
just to
This kind of feels like
go through the
calming
map
and
and stomp
relaxing,
through.
right, chat?
Yeah, we've got a clip from Zach Mazer to look at as well.
zones because I feel like every team has a pretty good chance at winning that zone. I feel like there's a lot of action. There's a lot of different plays you can make with so many different buildings, so many different floors, so many different niche spots. I think it's really awesome to watch so many teams clash in the end game. While it may be hard for viewers and spectators to follow, I think it is
curly
also
on? Yeah, it's
one
more
of the
like
best zones in the game because every single team gets a pretty
you just
equal
like it
chance
because
at having a great
I got
game,
it.
and that's
I
an
got it,
awesome
lady.
idea in Battle Royale.
You like it because it's similar to yours. Got it.
Very calm words from
person.
Zach Mesa. All things considered, when you listen to the comms, like
Yeah,
that is certainly the calm before the storm.
I was gonna say that sounds nothing like what they sound like in the game, but you know what? It's good. It's good, right?
I
You
love
have
it.
to
It's
have a
hype.
balance.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It is,
I'm so
it
calm
is
I
really,
almost
really
fell
awesome.
asleep. You
And
better
indeed,
frickin' wake
Sun
up,
was
dude.
playing Caustic
I'm
earlier,
gonna
but
be
he does
playing
switch
soon.
between Caustic and Bloodhound, so we'll see if that favors Absolute Monarchy's current composition.
This color makes my eyes
See
stick out,
Noble
chat.
and TSM getting close to each other, and
Look
there
at
are a fair
those.
few
Come on,
teams
focus.
around these buildings, so we may see some fast corners being turned as the battles get closer and closer.
Yeah, TSM looks to be in a bad position here, pinned between two different teams.
If you ever see me in person,
I mean, they
chat,
can hold this building,
you guys
but
will
it's
say
not
I have
quite
weird
ideal,
eyes.
since if they do peek at the top, they
I
can
have
get hit
green,
from two
blue,
different
and
areas.
gold eyes.
So it looks like Lazarus is focusing on the other team near them in Fragment. There are a lot of teams in Fragment. I feel like we're playing a pubs match right now.
Yeah, I love those threads where people complain.
how I
like,
got my
"Where does
wife,
everybody
though."
land fragment?
Because it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if it's casual, like it's all about the hot drops, man. That's how you get better. You have to survive. You have to survive, and sometimes other people will impose their will on you and so on. But one of the most important ways to get better is to get those hot drops and find a way to make things work for you.
Absolutely. I mean, TSM drops into
How I got my
Fragment
wife,
because they're
so
pretty confident. They know
that's
that
the only
map,
thing
they know
that
that area,
I have good
and
on
they
my
know
body,
their
you know?
skills. So now they're just keeping an eye out for all the different teams surrounding them. They know that there are two behind them and potentially one in front. They just have no idea where they are at right now. And Snipe Down Scan wouldn't be able to get anyone inside these buildings. So I think they're just waiting it out.
Yeah, that crypto suit on Imperial House looking pretty nice in a cherry red, but let's listen to their comms and see if they're just as sweet.
That's like the freest. That's the freest third for mez and everything that we need.
Maybe, hold on, chat.
If you have crypto, you
There's
can crypto
Broke
right here and kill that team and the green room team. And maybe Diner too.
I just broke my drone.
These three buildings I think are all taken.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I like that.
Exactly.
I downloaded a program that will let the chat change the color of my lights.
No,
oh, yeah, I heard that. But what
would think.
program? Wait, what
would.
lights do you have? I have
Might be Energy Sweet Dreams in there. I'm gonna crypto. I'm pretty sure there's two teams zipline, so I'm gonna keep crypto ulting them.
I have.
Yeah, there's two teams. I just did a
I have
fuck ton
this
of damage.
company. I don't know.
I'm gonna try and charge rifle people up from top.
I made him pop their barrels. You should swap armors with him, unless he has a long range. Who?
Oh.
Who?
What?
Do you have long range snipe?
No.
Yes, I just picked up a charge rifle on the ground.
Okay. Biggest armor should always go on Valkyrie. Unless he doesn't have it long range.
Yeah, let me know. That'd be cool. I know my one friend told me. I'll have to
It's
message
Noble
him.
in that picture there, but we've got TSM absorbing that griefing life, just trolling with the crypto and getting the charge rifle out. I respect it, man. If you can't beat them, join them.
Okay, to be fair, he did some recon. Look, doing that map scan right here, the instant map scan, and he was able to do a crap ton of damage. I am paraphrasing, of course, but yeah, he was able to get his shield up to level 4, which is good. And I love hearing the strategy on how Valkyrie should get the higher shield, since Snipe Down only just got the long distance weapon. So I love hearing that sort of stuff. I love hearing and getting into their mindset.
Yeah, Hal's always focused on that efficiency. Every edge you can get is very, very important, especially in a game like this. Looking at the map, you can see that most teams are in the zone, but one has got quite the journey in the very top there. Really slow rotation. Maybe they're on that horse and cart life. I'm not sure.
Oh my
no
God,
electricity
yeah.
or something, but they'll be on the way eventually. See NRG.
Yeah.
It's NRG actually.
Perfect.
I don't know. Well, I guess they're not aware that there's like no one anywhere close to them, but they're vibing. They're vibing. They're taking their time.
Look, you should always assume there's someone near you. And then if there isn't, then you're just pleasantly surprised, right? I mean, it is interesting that Naven is on Valkyrie and they don't have any immediate scan legends to know if any teams are near them. I suppose Wraith's passive does let you know when someone's aiming at you, but at that point, it might be a little bit too late. So it's an interesting team strat. It does seem to be working for them. I mean, they have
let
one
me
game,
actually
so
message some people.
I guess we'll just see how this one goes for them.
Game later.
Yeah, they are really playing the edge at the moment. Not going to bother having a look at the supply bin before going for that ult really quickly. Get some early intel, but where do they land? Where are they going to head? They can see one team just below them. They're getting just a little bit touched. Not really much damage happening, so not too concerned. But there is a target trying to lead with the bullets and allow them to fly in, but they land unscathed. But the question is, can they settle on this bridge? There is definitely a team to fight, and they just may force them from their position.
Yeah, Rocker did take about half shield damage, but he did get his shields back, and they are looking healthy. So now they're holding out with C9 here. I don't know if they're going to fully contest here because this is a pretty long tunnel.
Yeah. I remember. Oh, I remember.
I want to be caught inside of it.
What is?
This is a pretty big face-off, actually. NRG versus Cloud9. I don't think either team wants to take this too far, really, especially with 17 squads remaining. So we'll see what they choose to do. NRG just looking at the surrounds. We can see Era Eternity, CLX, and Monas have been the early casualties, the early baths here in game number 5.
Or remaining teams, never mind.
But we've got plenty of work to be done here. Legacy MX still in this one as well.
I think C9 is in a fight with someone right now, unless I saw something incorrectly. But yeah, it looks like NRG is just vibing. They're just hanging out. I mean, they're in the circle. They know where one team is, so looks like Cloud9 decided to rotate away instead of take this
NRG
fight.
71, Cloud9 65, TSM 39.
For TSM, they do have an opportunity to catch up. If they can get a W with some KP, then they could be hot on the heels of those teams above them. But for now, there is a canyon between them and second or first place.
They do something
huge. This rotation is pretty nice, though, because then they do get to look into Fragment, where most of the teams are, as you can see with this overhead view. Look at all these teams just holding out in their buildings.
Yeah, and Snipedown has not been able to evo his armor yet with that charge rifle, so he's got more trolling to do. But we've got some recon happening now with the crypto flying around. Got to be careful about where you leave it, though, if you do leave it. But that is a hell of a lot of intel being collected. Really surveying the lay of the land. And it's something to do while you're chilling in your building as well. Just spot every little nook and cranny and rat who may be scurrying around. How many teams is that on the board there? I can't see it from this distance. I'm not sure if it says 10 teams.
10. I think that says 10.
I've never seen double figures on these boards before. 10 teams around you is not what you want to see.
That's crazy, dude.
No, especially since you know that none of those teams have gone down yet. I mean, you can listen to the fights, you can listen for gunfire, and there's nothing happening quite yet. Looks like Cloud9 is getting into a little bit of a skirmish outside of Fragment. We're not quite sure who they're fighting yet. But, ooh, Stay Naughty's crispy wingman shots there. They are just scanning around. I think they're okay for now.
Yeah, they're good for now. I mean, there's so much space with where the ring is that I don't think anyone's going to be too pressured just yet. But as we can see, that ring will soon be on the move. 7 seconds away. And once that ring is closed, then the game really begins. And I say that with us losing 3 teams early, but again, some people are going to be these early casualties, especially the qualifying teams. They're just going to be at the mercy of the seasoned veterans. But as this ring starts to close, we start to head towards the meat and potatoes, the protein.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that the qualifier teams are bad by any means. This is just pro league where all the best players come to play, and it's a rough lobby. I mean, there are so many heavy hitters here.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you learn, though. You get
Absolutely.
smashed by the best teams in the world. NRG, they like chilling in the trucks.
Yo, chat.
So, and they'll be doing that. But again, let's not
Stop
forget,
sleeping.
last time we observed them doing this, they just waited until it was time to increase their risk. We can see that Nathan's got 3 kills on the board already as well. And we're going to have a listen into NRG and see what they are discussing. Maybe it's recipes.
That's impenetrable glass. Yeah, you cannot shoot through that. That will be good.
Yeah, but in front of us, what I'm saying, like, are we gonna get shot from in front
Is
of
this
us?
truck in? Yeah, this truck is in.
the
Yeah, we could just sit on the
wall
truck.
might be in here, too.
And also, right here, solo Valk underneath the bridge on red. Ready? Ready?
Yeah,
ready?
I see him, I see him, I see
3,
him.
2, 1, now.
Nice.
Nice job.
Great. All right, C9 shooting L-Star above us. That's Mac flanking, but the issue is there's
Who are you
a team
rooting
here.
for?
Or are they just
Dude,
shooting across
Cloud9
us?
is actually
I think they
doing
might be
very,
shooting
very,
across.
very well.
Yeah.
I love TSM, but
What does
Cloud9
C9
and
are they
Energy
still
are
in up here?
are bopping
Yeah,
right now.
they will. I do think
Sweet.
so.
I used to be on the
Ooh,
same
maybe not, actually.
org as Sweet Dreams.
That icicle.
Yeah, I think we might have a chance to grief them if they try to jump and fight this. Yeah, this bridge is super playable. Like, we just walk in, play the bridge. We can jump out and play, like, the ridges out here if we have to. We'll make a play.
Yeah.
So this truck actually, yeah?
I think so. All right, I'm going to scout it, okay?
Yeah. Because if we don't have that...
They're zipping across!
Oh my god. I don't even...
Popping 2 cells.
Yeah.
Super safe in here, boys. Super.
Should we just get to you now or no?
Well, the truck is actually not safe.
I wish I had the time to dedicate.
Man, can't we
the game
just...
still. You
Yeah,
can.
we could just. Well, I mean,
Well,
we could
you just need to
potentially
make a
play these
schedule,
bridges
right?
here.
Yeah, but they're up here, though.
No, I think maybe we make the play for...
Yeah, like third partying the park. Like third partying it might be good.
Yeah, we just sit in there and then third party it.
And then backing if we have...
Oh my god,
Back
bro.
if we
there's
have-
a team
Itching
there.
my nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna portal us to a spot if this is bad. I'll portal us maybe to where like that rat is at or something. Like something where
All right,
someone's
should
back.
we shift to you? Should we shift to you? I'm shifting to
All
you.
right,
That's
team
it,
back
that's it.
open.
I'm
I'm
shifting
coming
to
to
you.
you soon.
No. Still a team on red. These guys are gonna go into the park, I think. Wait, this team's taking park, I think. No, they landed across. That's not good, actually. Remember, C9 can see you above here. The fact they walk in and take that for free is
Wait,
fucking bad.
he's sitting on the icicle. Yeah.
Big fight in front of us. This is our third. I'm portaling already. I'm gonna
Okay, I'm
portal
watching
in.
our back.
I'm gonna portal in the park.
NRG need to get their escapes on quickly. That zone is closing, and again, there is a team above them
my
as well,
hell.
so limited in where they can go.
3 KP
But
for
there's
them.
some KP to get. They're stealing some kills away as they take out Greek from CLT. Sweet trying to escape, just about getting there.
Oh my
But
hell.
his teammates can help him out as well, so they've got some cover for now. Or have they? They're actually exposed to this team, but really patient shots here with that 30-30. And they'll try
this
to use
could
the
be really
bombardment
bad,
for some cover, but
dude.
it's too little too late. Nathan now alone trying to do what he can.
This could be actually
He
really
needs to
good
do
for
enough
them.
damage to make them heal up so he
That
can
could be
get his
actually
team up
really-
at the same time.
he needs to heal
Arkstar's
right
coming
now.
in his way as well, but we'll see if he's done enough damage to res one of his teammates.
Coming through.
Gotta go for the dome man first.
Oh, no.
Oh, here comes the thirst!
Oh my
Hiding
hell.
behind
They-
the shield, and it's not gonna quite work out for them. Renegade coming through, and Cloud9 with the ultimate grief, the 3P.
Damn. Dude, Cloud9
Oh
is
my
just
goodness, that was
playing out of their
incredible
freaking
push
mind
by
right now.
Cloud9 there. They knew that they were weak and went in. TSM, having moved from the center of their train station, now going in and trying to fight here. They are bubbling and they just can't leave the zone. Ooh. Those
Al's putting
peacekeeper
in
shots.
work. Gotta be careful though, because he's been shredded now. No more shields for him. Definitely some thirst to do. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about NRG's
Dude, look at
discussion
his
about
spot.
their position and what is in for the next
I actually really
ring.
like that
Can
spot.
they use a truck for cover, or is the ring going to be in a way, etc.? That was really awesome. Going to measure. Quickly thirsting the rat we saw
Chat,
from
this is the
Premier
first
as
time
well,
I've ever seen
eliminating them in
Hell
17th
with 0
place, I
kills.
believe. So that was pretty cool, but it just didn't have the ending that they wanted. And how about this for a position?
Look at them. The Knights just hanging out at the very edge of the circle, trying to survive with every little bit of health they have.
There is such little cover.
Hey, do you know
in
if
this
there's
current
any
ring.
commands
It is pretty open. I mean,
that you could
there are some
type in
buildings here and
to
there. That's only
automatically
gonna get
follow
worse, but
the channel?
every nook and cranny, just every little crevice that can offer you some cover
This is
from
my
bullets
main
at the very
YouTube
least.
account.
Maybe not a bombardment though, but TSM not in a terrible position right now. Reps on the red armor.
Got it.
Goes fishing in the dome. Will they commit with the team though? This is a very awkward position for the players down below. They'll fall back and try and get some shields up, but they may be harvested as well. Renegade's coming through now to get more work in.
Holy hell,
They're
dude.
going to be losing some squads soon. Hal is dead, and Reps has been down as well. That might be the end of TSM, and Cloud9 are coming through for more BM. There go Renegades.
Cloud9 is just
Cloud9 just knows
bopping.
when to move in. Look at all of these perfectly timed rushes. I mean, they know one's down there by themselves, and they have all of this to themselves now.
Yeah, they've
Not
made
sure
all
about
these
the
players
comment. Got it.
boxy like Minecraft characters, and that's going to give them all the tools they want as they are triple red now, looking very crimson indeed. Ghost moving into a building, and that is not going their way at all. They got eliminated very quickly indeed. They got denied, they got rejected, they got palms to the face, they got escorted out, and so have more teams as well. Zach's been down. We'll see if he can be rezzed by his teammates. Gold backpack will certainly help, but he got to get back in that ring ASAP. That is heavy damage to the HP there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get a heal off just perfectly in time for this last ring closure. James, I am on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, that's the one that I set up.
This
I don't know if
just absolutely rolling. NRG and TSM are out, so now it's just Cloud9.
No, but what I mean,
Benchwarmers,
Michael, is like
SNP,
auto.
Unlucky, and
So
Legacy
you type like,
MX
say, like
left
exclamation
in
mark
this
notify,
final circle. So that's 5 teams
and
that
it
are gonna
automatically
get pushed
follows the
together,
channel and all that
there's
stuff.
no cover.
Yeah, and props to Legacy as well. They made it to top 5. This is looking like a potentially good result for them. I'm not sure what the KP is like, but Cloud9 are looking to harvest more organs from these players as they can smell the blood. Not many places to hide, and the grenades are here. The dome is forced out. Stay Naughty can pop a bat in the meantime. 5 squads left, and there's targets coming from all directions. Oh my god, Valk coming out of nowhere and completely
I don't know if
does
it work on mobile.
I think that was the end of SNP there. Unfortunate there. But now Cloud9
It does
can
work
just
on mobile.
keep playing these little bits of cover that they can find all these cars. And they have the beam with the L-Star. Oh, but Zach Meeser does go down. Cloud9 down to just 2. Stay Naughty trying to get these Diva shots off.
So patient with those shots as well, and he will be rewarded in kind. Abraleli and Stay Naughty still up, and oh my god, there are so many domes to ring. Abraleli now, the last man standing, the L-Star from point blank range, putting in work, but the ring will come into play.
He just needed 1 kill.
Will take the W
yeah, 1
there.
kill, dude.
That is a pretty huge W for them.
Okay, that's the second time that Cloud9 has been caught in the circle or has lost first place because they pushed
Absolutely
a little
insane.
too far. But very good effort. I mean, I'm sure that their KP has outdone whatever placement they've gotten. I mean, placement 2 with that much KP, or 3, I'm sorry. I think that's incredibly well done. And congratulations to Unlucky for the first win in this lobby.
That's crazy,
I think
man.
It's possible.
Absolutely insane.
I don't know for sure, obviously, but I think it's possible that Abraleli was just like, all right, I'm going to dive to the ring, but let me get as much KP as possible. All my teammates are dead, and this is where I get my points. And second place is where Cloud9 get with 15 kills. Unlucky stealing the W there with a whole 1 kill to make it to first place.
This is what makes it crazy. Now, Cloud9 could have dropped to freaking like 10 spots, came in 10th, but still came in first technically for the points. Second place, 9 points. Yeah, so they could have. Yeah, they could have. Holy hell, 15 kills. That's 15 points. They could have came in 10th and still been first in points.
Legacy
Nuts.
MX, shout outs to them again.
Absolutely nuts.
Representing that Mexican flag, 6 kills and a solid 3rd place for them. That is a huge result for them in a lobby like this. But another outstanding performance from Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9, no one even got close to that amount of kills. 15 kills and 24 points. I mean,
that's crazy, yeah.
Unlucky did win, but
it's all about,
because they only
like,
had 1 kill, their placement points put them at 13.
Like,
yeah, no disrespect to the guys who won that, but the story
these games are highly on kills.
They were
right?
putting in work. We had
which I really like.
It was almost like they were at some kind of fairground and just you had all the
So-
different games, like Valkyries just coming out from nowhere, like rats just emerging from lava almost.
One
and
kill.
Getting kills in all directions. And again, they
Crazy.
love situations like that. They thrive in situations like that. And we can see here that one kill for the winners of Unlucky. So I guess Casellas will win by default. But again, no disrespect to the guys who won there. I mean,
No,
they stole a
absolutely not.
kill, so props for that. But Cloud9 wiped out 15 people in that game, which has to be the most kills we've seen in either region so far this season.
I think so. And I mean, yeah, ultimately this is a battle royale, survival of the fittest. So Unlucky did win that. Congratulations to them. Oh my goodness, just we've had so many good endgame fights. I'm so happy.
Oh, really?
Kate Yeager, do you appreciate the patience of those EVA 8 shots in those domes?
It's so hard not to appreciate that, for sure. Well, and I will say that
Is it a
one of the
link or a
things, speaking
comment?
of zones that it's always such an interesting thing because I feel like it takes so much experience and knowledge to really be able to predict or certainly find yourself in that exact positioning that allows you to play the late game regardless of where you drop. That's the X factor, right? So let me talk about
I love
these
her as a
standout
shoutcaster. I
teams,
think she's
NRG,
really, really good.
Cloud9, the teams that we've been keeping an eye on throughout. What are we saying about their zone predictions, primarily where they have been and where they're going? And I'm curious to see what zones you're hoping for coming into number 6. Let's start with you, James.
Well, I mean, regardless of the zone predictions, Kate, NRG came about 12 and TSM came about 9. So zone predictions aren't enough is what I'm seeing from these teams.
Yep.
We got to see more than that from them. But zone predictions for next, I mean, I've got like more like zone requests than predictions. I quite like that the zone we just saw because there was a few buildings to play with, but there were lots of like small objects with multiple different levels, which means crazy action rather than slow, like I'm going to try and hide as much as possible. So any zone which is like similar to that, where it's mostly open, but there are some objects to hide behind, it's going to be good for me.
But minimal, right? Minimal. Stella, your thoughts?
Yeah. Bare minimum.
Crazy,
yeah,
man.
I was,
All right,
I'm
let's
gonna
watch.
say World's Edge has a
Gonna
lot
be
of
the
spots.
last
Like, I mean,
game,
you
chat,
look at
and
this.
then I'm
Look at
gonna
NRG just
hop back on.
positioned here between these weird looking
They absolutely popped off, and they still popped off. But meanwhile, we come into week number 2, and these teams top it all off.
Gotta get some good meals in, you gotta get that good lunch. They're probably chugging some monsters too to keep that energy going forward. But it's all about these top 3 teams right now. NRG, C9, TSM. TSM, if they drop around a 20 kill game, it's possible. We've seen them do it before. That's 32 points. That's more than enough for them to catch up. But they have not had their biggest performances today. And I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to come out on top. I'm also looking forward to seeing some diversity in zones here. We've got a Dome, Lava Fisher, Overlook ending, Geyser, Crag West. Hopefully we get another one.
I see where our teams are going to be going here. Legacy MX, of course, a team coming in from Mexico. The only team actually coming in from Mexico. Having a little bit of a rough time here so far, but they are going to be landing over at Landside to be able to secure themselves some better loot.
Yeah, Jeremy, I think I have that link.
This is the area where a lot of our squads have kind of fought through the choke point
Do you
because
see
a
the
lot of
stream
these circles
elements
have
thing
ended
right
up
there?
on
If you
this
do
side of the map.
exclamation mark sub,
We're gonna have a replicator right there,
Is
so
that
making sure that we're
the
getting all those crafting materials. As we take a look at
thing
the
you're
zone,
talking
it's gonna
about?
be a thermal zone. So you see that heavily favoring over towards the thermal side, but look how south that is over towards Tree. This is a little bit unpredictable. Not quite sure exactly where this one will end. We'll see exactly what those teams on the south side decide that they want to prioritize. You could see Panders is fairly close to the Renegades team.
What's really funny here now, looking at where the circle is going to be pulling, Tom, is I'm looking at energy, and I'm looking to see that this squad, they want to make sure that they could secure that first place spot since they're right behind C9 in that second place. But I'm looking to see how quickly it is for Team Energy to already take that middle building over at Thermal. And that's going to be absolutely key there in holding that position, but you're risking it if you make sure that you don't have any sort of ammo, you don't have any sort of loot because you decide to sit there for the entire game.
That's not the pull that you want to see if you're C9. That's the opposite side of the map, the exact opposite side of the map. It doesn't get any further right there as they have to make their way from Climatizer. Look at the rotation, though. Already with 2 minutes on the clock, this is fast.
And wasting no time and being able to get that purple extended light mag is going to help out Quagadis with the R301, the 3030 repeater as the secondary weapon. Again, this is a squad that hasn't really had the best time so far today, but do you blame them, Tom? I mean, looking at this lobby, we've had some killer teams come out and pop off, and that is why there is such a huge gap between third place and second place.
Yeah, Legacy sitting in 19th place overall, but like you said, it's been just brutal for the teams at the bottom because all
Chat,
of the
did you guys
points
do
going
anything
on
this
over towards
weekend?
The top, NRG C9 really soaking up a majority of them.
And C9 having no issue being able to get these 2 purple Evo shields on drop. They're going to be very happy with that. But it's like you mentioned, C9, they're completely on the other side of the map of where the circle is going to be pulling.
And when we get that updated score, which we do, 89 points, as we saw on the leaderboard from C9. I misspoke. We need a bigger game from TSM. They would still be 2 points behind C9 if that was going to be the case. Or actually, they may not even be able to catch up. My math is horrible. I won't try to do math live on stream while I'm casting. How about that? As we take a look at what's going on with the guys that have to make their way across the map, they might as well just loot up as much as possible, right? As many batteries as you can, everything that you absolutely need. Make sure you get that purple bolt for wherever the shotgun is in those crafting materials.
Yeah, you know, only better with words sometimes, of course. And look at this. Energy actually have already made their way over here, and they're crafting. It seems to be right now that Energy actually have this entire thermal to themselves, and they're happy to take it because they're going to be able to craft safely without getting contested. And it's safe to say here with their Evo shields that they're going to have no issue taking on some of these fights that they're seeing right now.
And they're going to have no issue getting a shotgun because he opened up that pill, and there was 3 of them right there. Have your pick.
I recommend you do Restream.io.
This is a
to
great
any
spot to play
content
right on over where you see Ghost Gaming. However, Charlotte Phoenix,
you're not a level
game
up,
number 1. They haven't been able to keep that momentum up, and it looks like they may be going out first here.
I would do Restream.io.
He has no business right now in that building. He's dipping out of there with Greek getting finished. Both his teammates are out, and this is a squad
or if you use Streamlabs,
that has
it's
shown
built in
some of that consistency
where you could actually
throughout the
stream
day.
to
This
all
is one of our
platforms at the same
strongest
time,
squads sitting
and it
in
will
fourth
give you
place
like a
right
chat
behind
bot,
TSM,
and it
but
tells
again,
you
I have to
everywhere
emphasize the
people are
gap
watching you
there
from.
is between second and third place.
It's definitely not a baby gap. That is a full.
Yeah, Jeremy, if you do exclamation mark sub, is that the link that you're talking about? Because it automatically sends you to the sub
towards the high
place.
ground on the very edge. Throughout all of that, I believe Saucer was coming in with a flank, as they may get a little distracted in front of them, not realize that there's players over towards the building on the side. Multiple people set up over towards the bottom of tree. You can see Team Noble has made their way in as well.
It's a matter of time before some of these squads get the beacon that they need and figure out that the circle is going to be pulling closer to thermal, but that's why a lot of this action is going to happen on the southern part of this map with a lot of these rotations coming out from Lava Siphon. You're going to have players coming out from Launch Site, and Tree is going to be where a lot of that action is going to go down, and Team Liquid, Flanker, may be in some trouble as he manages to get away.
Team Liquid's trying to play a little bit hyper-aggressive because of the fact that they know they need to make up a lot of points if they want to continue to try to catch up. Sitting in 6th place behind NRG, behind Charlotte Phoenix and TSM. We know who's sitting in 1st and 2nd. C9 and NRG. NRG sitting pretty in the zone. C9 still a lot of work to do, but Team Liquid with the nice reset, with the nice heals. And hopefully for them and this other team, this is a fair fight with no third party, but you never know how it is. So they're going to back off and say, hey, it's a little too sketchy. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah, they're dipping.
Sweet's
and,
down.
They also
Sweet's
have,
down.
Oh, Sweet is out of here. Yeah, look at the feed right now. Crook being able to find Sweet. That's actually huge here, Tom, because if energy go down early, that's going to be a nail in the coffin
Facebook's
for
having
this
a very
squad.
difficult time right now.
They get them right back, though,
Like,
so
very,
that's
very
pretty
difficult
fortunate.
time.
They're over towards this high ground, safe
I
place
lost
to be.
like 300
The
viewers.
portal was used. That's why he ended up going down. The focus fire was just too strong. Sweet is recovered. Rocker coming in with the bubble res, and Nathan with the cover fire.
And I'm shadow
TSM's
banned
out.
as well for
TSM's
copyrighted.
out of this. So they won't even have an opportunity to see themselves get any higher placing than what they currently have right now, which is probably going to allow teams like CLT to surpass them.
Not quite sure how TSM was eliminated. I missed that throughout all of that action, but NRG splitting up. One player over towards the top center, another player over towards the donut. I like this play because Nathan, if he wants to, he can just get right back on over towards his teammates if need be. Going on over towards the jungle gym is a pretty interesting spot here for NRG.
They're just going to try to play it like it's their playground here. They're just trying to find an angle against this team who is taking that lower side. It seems to be a portal right there too.
Facebook has been
Sweet
so
now,
frustrating.
just trying to find an angle. That is the portal that is right there. They're not trying to overextend, just trying to hold the high ground, noting where a lot of these other squads are.
I'm contracted too, and
taking
it's
shots from the
happening
left
to me.
side of energy.
And it was Xset that took
There's
down
some
TSM
contract
as the first team, the first squad to get fully eliminated.
content
NRG
creators that
winning a lot of real
are
estate
struggling,
over here.
but
Hemlock,
a majority of
Goldbag,
them are
2X,
just
one of the strongest
not
combos
effective.
that you can have
It's
if you
weird.
hit your shots.
This is so tricky here. It's insane to think that our third place spot is out, and meanwhile, Energy are
I
still
do have
taking
affiliate
kills.
on Twitch.
Walker getting a
I've
knock
been
onto
pushing
Crook. now
that
being
as a
able to
backup.
retaliate off after what we had seen Crook do to
The stream,
Sweet. And
be
they're still
careful,
sending
though,
it forward. I like
'cause if
these
you're
off angles
affiliated
that we're also
on
seeing from Energy
Twitch,
because they have somebody
you're
holding the
locked
high
in
ground.
only
Now
to
they can fully send
stream
it in
on
time.
Twitch.
Look at that damage. The
It's
DPS from the
exclusive, I believe.
Hemlock just does so much
But
work. Even
make
8 most
sure.
likely has the purple bolt too.
You could
because
probably
the
get away
corrupting
with it.
As happening
You know what I'm
inside
saying?
the
But
replicator, but they
if
want
they
revenge
find
and
out,
they're
they
gonna
could be
get it,
like
Vicky.
a-holes.
That's the finish. Casellas comes in and gets Hambino with the wingman as well. Now Energy needs to reset and they need to refocus because the game winners from game number 5 have the high
Yes.
ground on them.
Guess
Yeah, they
what?
don't want to overextend here. Just give up a lot of this space to Unlucky,
Yes,
the
it does the
game
same
winners that just
thing.
took the last game. And Energy,
So that
with
is the
Nathan
only,
still holding onto
way
this
I
high ground,
know.
I love this plan. Of course,
Had to
Nathan
check it.
has the
Got it.
redeploy, could bring all of the energy right back to this middle portion. And what I was worried about isn't a factor anymore with Energy because they're getting these picks and they're getting the loot off of these picks. So they won't have to worry when they're still on that high ground for the end game.
Small correction, my apologies. It was actually Benchwarmers that took down TSM. Now we see C9 making their
TSM is
move.
not doing
Long
well.
rotation. We know how far they had to make.
They're doing
their way
well,
over
but not
towards
that well.
Climatizers. Still looking pretty good in terms of loot and all of that resources that they
The
had.
same thing that.
Also,
Okay.
going to be possibly
Okay,
getting some
good,
gold
good, good.
armors here.
Very handy here for C9. Not like they were struggling too hard on loot, but a gold backpack is always handy in the arms of Alberlele, and they are going to be able to run away from that after being able to take it. So to make the rotations, they also are noting here if any of these squads are rotating from Landslide, and it seems C9 is the only squad that is on this upper portion of the map.
And this is so important for C9 because they have to avoid staying low on the kill feed. They can't show where their presence is. They're basically waiting for Energy to get eliminated while they take any fights that they necessarily have.
So it's the last game. This
Let's
comes
go ahead
down
and
to
hop
it,
in
chat.
with a listen and hear what their strategy is.
Could, yeah. It could work. We have the time.
Could do that.
Follow me the whole way.
How many bats do you have, Zach?
4.
Drop
I'm
2.
5
I'm gonna
bats.
give you 4 cells.
Play. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't do anything. Play as low as you can, because you already know they're sitting on those carts looking.
Last time they did, they saw it so early and they almost killed me.
Yo, thank you everyone for liking
Watch for C9
my TikTok videos.
And they probably
We've been pushing
snipers
out
and
a
shit.
lot
They're
of
gonna
stuff.
see us.
We're gonna do 2 videos a week. TikToks, 4 of
take
them
this
a
road.
week. YouTube Shorts and all that stuff.
And if they shoot
Try the
us, they
tracks
just
on
know
that.
about us.
I think we padded the building.
See, but no matter what, we have to bully them off the beacon, no matter what, Max. So it doesn't matter. They're gonna play there for 3rd, I think, right? Deal? All right, whatever.
Run up here. Run up here.
Okay.
Just follow my tracks exactly. Stop moving. I don't want a team to be in this cut and fucking shoot at us once and then.
Oh, team here, 50.
That's them. That is them. That has to be them. I'm dropping a 3-timer. Shots at the house.
I have a 2x4.
Right behind him.
Dude, a 1-2 is probably the best scope.
Okay, we have high. It's a good rotation.
Yeah, it is.
It's like really good. The way
Really, your video hit
Go.
1.4 million? Holy hell!
I mean, we're gonna double hit this. 'cause
That's
we're
when
so
you
fucking
should.
late.
Once you
Unless it's
start
just
hitting
too obvious,
1.4 mil,
They're fighting on the house.
keep
so I
on
think we
pushing
go.
out videos.
Bub for me, maybe.
Start walking towards the house.
He already bubbed. He already bubbed. By the way, he
Like,
got
it could
help.
go viral. You know what I'm saying?
I've got helmet. My bub's on
But
26.
I heard
Zone's
like
weird. Zone's weird, bro.
you need to have music. Select
Okay.
a very popular music
I
or
think it's
song
this one.
and push it.
I know it
It's one that
pulls low ground.
front. I think it's one that pulls
Can we
low. but
pad?
pulls
They're like
front.
right here.
I don't see anyone on our left. Zach, I don't see a single person on the left.
I need to spot yellow mark, like low ground. We could just full send a pad right there.
You hear the comms? They said the zone is weird. That is why the scan is so important throughout all of this. And pings were going down on potential spots. But once you're on the edge right here, it's all about letting that zone close. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that, again,
How many
keep that
followers did you
action in
get
front
from
of
that
you.
1.4?
And the difference here is with the Bloodhound being in C9's composition right now, they could also know if there's any other stragglers behind, so they could safely understand that their backs are against nobody, that they're safely able to rotate onto the edge of the circle, and that's really important because they want to maintain this lead. They want to maintain the fact that they're in first place and maintain their
The guy that's doing my
to
TikToks,
third party a lot of these fights.
16 points
work
separate
with
C9
Swagger.
and NRG.
Or
Let's go
Swag.
ahead after that scan and hear what NRG strategy is going to be.
box. Do not
no
die.
bubble, no bubble right now, no bubble.
Okay. We need a Valk ult to the box. We need a Valk ult. What a bitch. Fuck you. I'm Phoenixing. We're gonna go down low. And we're gonna Valk ult from our southwest. Group up downstairs, and we're gonna go down low. Valk ult from the southwest and land at the box.
Bubble in 15.
Okay, let's go.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
We
Bubble.
might not. Oh no, teams are trying to take it right now, bro. We gotta go now. We need to go now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send it.
I'm gonna fucking.
Emote. We're fine. This corner on red is where we're landing.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
corner. Land in it and heal. Great.
Completely
I have one bat, 4 cells now, by the way.
Okay. I'm
The
dropping
comms,
bats
man, are so
and a
so
medkit.
nice. I love
We
like
gotta watch our wrap here, boys. I'm spreading out to the 2-story. Our most important thing is watching our field wrap and you guys holding for Valk ult teams, okay?
Yeah.
Wait. Bro, a door just closed in here. Wait. Fuck, I just here.
I'm gonna come with you.
Noting the repositioning from energy as they take this building, also trying to see if there's any rats potentially in this
What the
building
hell?
before trying to push in here.
Maybe it was a
And
glitch.
Sweet, of course, with those rotation calls, of course, such a powerful IGL for a reason. But this is really smart too, because they're going to be able to secure this back end of the circle while making sure that no other squads are going to be able to take that final circle that they've already scanned.
That's a great point, and not a lot of teams are going to have the information that they have based on the zone and also flying over everybody's head to get that Valkyrie passive.
Team Liquid now, we were taking a look at them earlier. They're just trying to figure out an angle, maybe trying to get some last minute looting done, but it doesn't really look like they need it here. Looking at a full squad with full purples, 16 squads left for this final game, and Team Liquid are just trying to get an angle over the chaos of the squads that are already holding the high ground off to the right.
Let's see how they're going to storm this chaos here. Let's go into another listen in with Team Liquid.
Perp. I want to kill that team so bad.
We have care back right here.
Yeah.
Did this team move?
No.
new legend at Apex Store yet.
I'm playing it for pack.
Yeah, they're in that corner.
Yeah, I know. They're super fucking killable. It's just I don't think anyone's up here anymore.
2 days, and the new map comes out.
Not peeking.
For Apex.
Valk ulting?
Where?
Oh, that's east. That's just care pack.
Alt Excel.
Look at zone.
We're still safe here, but
team here still.
No, we kill Presley's team.
We padding from the top of the jungle gym right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Brennan.
I got your digi.
It's fine. It's fine.
Team Liquid safe for now inside the jungle gym. Just a little bit of a sliver here, though.
What?
And now they're going to bounce pad. You heard him talking about they're going for Presley's team. There goes the grenades. They want to take this priority position.
I'm so worried though, this EVA 8, it's only got 9 bullets in the chamber ready for Nocturnal as he dives in, wastes no time, he destroys the arm shield on the Gibby. Can they finish him off? But they get pressured out from the side. It's actually going to be another squad here as Energy, they've taken that off angle, and Fun coming in with the gold pack. I know Nocturnal is so thankful for that, and the Dome really providing that extra cover from the bombardment.
The beauty of landing over towards Trials, getting all that extra loot that you need. Fun with the gold backpack coming in with the clutch. Great bounce pad, great fight. Amazing even 8 shots as well. Team Liquid with the communication. You heard them kind of planning that before they made the play. They didn't want to play it safe. They know the situation. They are trying to catch up to the teams that have already been taken out. It's currently, again, 6th place, 29 points overall. Looking pretty solid in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, they want to make sure they can take full advantage of it. This is the same squad who is sitting in 6th place at the moment, right behind Renegades, and they want to make sure that they can secure as much KP as possible without getting beamed by Energy off to the side. Meanwhile, C9 taking a very aggressive angle. They have a triple take handy, and you know that bombardment is going to stop the rotation from that squad once they exit out the building.
One of the most important moments in the tournament right now. Cloud9 trying to stay alive as the zone is going to be closing out. They need to do whatever they can to force Casellos and Senpai out of this situation. It is going to be tough, though. Unlucky. They won game number 5 over towards that frag west side, so they are playing really well right now. but nobody
She
is playing
knows
better
how
than
to
C9
count
today.
to
Look at
10
this
by herself.
pressure
She
from
knows her
Upperlady with the triple
ABCs.
take. This is
She
why
knows
it's
how
so
to,
scary to see any
the
sniper in
funniest
the
thing
hands of
now,
Upperlady. And of course, it's going to
she
be the
finally
triple
said
take this time.
icky.
The alternator getting some
Icky.
damage from the high ground.
I love this defensive bombardment over towards the high ground. It even connects. He saved his bubble the entire time. They're going to be safe over behind this truck for now, but they're going to have to continue to move forward as that defensive bombardment continues to tick away on the team on that southeast high ground.
Amazing.
And I love the intel
She
too
knows
coming in from
food,
Stay
she's
Naughty.
know
You see the scans, and
more.
because he's in his ult, he could scan a second time off to the right
She
to
knows
note
sign
from
language.
whichever one of these squads are already
crazy.
holding that corner. That's why
Legit.
it's so important here when you can't utilize a redeploy from the Valve, you at least have the scans from the Bloodhound. Meanwhile, Upperlady still holding on to that low ground. We see a fight happening on the high ground with another squad, and it's just chaos all the way around with still 11 squads left.
In the bottom right in that picture-in-picture, you saw Saucer taking that kill lead overall. They're going to drop unlucky winners from game number 5. They go out in 12th
is my
place. Take a
daughter's
look at
account.
the teams remaining. All you have to really worry about is C9 and
That's
RG.
crazy,
Definitely watch out for Team Liquid
Jeremy.
to see if they can
That's
continue
crazy.
to push the pace. But right now, it's all about getting
That's
that
freaking
dub.
crazy, man.
16 points between first and second place.
Wondering here what
How are you guys
CLT
liking,
is currently
you
positioning
know,
with their KP
the
too, because
viewer
that's gonna be super
standpoint on
important now that
YouTube?
TSM is out of the race, being the first squad to fall for this final game here in NA. C9 just hugging this Bulger for some cover.
You can see in the picture-in-picture, that's going to be Energy, the team in second place. The zone does pull and heavily favors towards that C9 side. You're going to see something pretty similar to before, but without the defensive
Dude,
bombardment. They're
Energy
gonna play
just
the edge. If
finds,
they
like,
need to
some
drop
weird
that bubble at the last
spots, dude.
second, expect ALGS to do that. But look at that, a triple rat inside of the crevice.
Seeing some shots happening from right behind too. C9 holding onto this position.
Like, she's gonna
as
be
they
2 in
should.
November.
Really, again, being able to utilize this
what
triple take has
the
helped
hell?
out this squad so
You know what I'm
much.
saying?
And
Like-
he is one hit away from getting a red Evo shield.
The triple take is just putting in absolute work. 111 right there. Albarelli charging that Evo shield up. Also with that gold helmet, he has to be feeling good about the situation. It's just a matter of time before this zone starts to close on over towards their back. But there are just so many players in front of them.
Serial with the
laggy.
grenade toss too, being able to find flanker. Meanwhile, C9 are sitting pretty comfy behind this rock.
Dude,
They're
I
hugging
hate
the
the
edge
double-
of the circle. We're currently
I
seeing
hate
some
the
of these
double,
squads with some
like-
desperate domes with Upperlady having that
View,
gold helmet,
because
like
they
you
should
mentioned, is
mute
gonna
the
really come
one
clutch
under
for C9.
here.
Let's hop into one last listen in for C9 and see if they can close this one out.
Look right, look right, look right. I'm bubbling right here. I bubbled out so we can get them off that angle. The nade's in the bubble.
That's
It's a
not good.
rat. Kill him, kill him, kill him. It's a rat.
Slow down, bro.
He's gone. Chill. I'm batting. Mac, and on me. He's full safe right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with
Rocker's
you.
above me. Come up, come up, come up. Rocker and them are fighting here, please. Please.
Let's go. I don't have up.
In the air, in the air.
Good, I'm
Fuck,
blocking.
I'm patting us forward. I patted us forward. I patted us forward. I
Top of the
patted
bat,
us
top of the
forward.
bat.
In the corner. On the
Holy
back.
hell,
New
dude.
team. New team. Winnable. Winnable as
That-
fuck, Dottie.
No, it's not.
No, it's not winnable, bro. I don't know why we did that.
But that was fine. I
Play
thought
up
it
my...
was-
That is not what I want
Nah.
to see. You could even hear the comms coming out. So
That was too
unfortunate.
aggressive
They
forward.
overextended, and that seems to be the habit here, Tom. We take a look at the way that they've been performing, and every single time they've come in second, it's because they overextended in a similar fashion like that.
But they're picking up kill points, Vicky. That's what matters here. They came through and just dominated that one team that was crouching down below. They weren't expecting another full team not to contest when that bubble went down. Good discipline there from Renegades. And Kate was talking about the buffet of death boxes. Well, this ain't no Golden Corral.
It's all you could hear. Everybody eats. Take a look
Four
at
teams up.
everything that C9 has left for us. I mean, basically everybody else that was trying to hold on to this higher ground. Renegades, though, are having such a fantastic game. They've had an on and off game so far, but I feel like within the early portion of today alone for NA, Tom, Renegades have really shown off.
They really have, and Renegades was sitting in 5th place, so that they could put some more points on the board. They may even take 3rd overall and drop TSM down to 4th. Charlotte Phoenix, they were sitting in 4th at 37 points.
Just being able to get some of that last minute loot. Also nice to note here that Pow Pow, he's got the Rampart G7, and as I said that, he just made the swap over. He prefers the R301 before we see it disappear forever, but it's gonna be Pow Pow who's gonna keep giving them the Pow Pow and having some of these death boxes to his right to swap if he needs to.
And remember, Saucer originally was the kill leader with 3 previously, so they are absolutely fuming right now as Stomps gets the knock out of Serial, and that's what you want to
He's
be.
a
You want to be the
controller boy.
last players to these parties right now, the last third party coming through. Saucer Pow, Vaxon, all with red armors. You can see they have the position as well.
I like the positioning that they came in through from the high ground, but there was another squad to contest them off to the
easier,
left. They have
I guess,
the
with
dome
aim
coming out
assist
to help contest with the
when you
Falcon
have,
Tactical, and they do manage to get that cleanup on the squad off to the right. Right before Sleepy Panda was actually able to take it from right underneath Renegades. This is the last squad. This is the opportunity for them to come out on top, and Renegades are your winners for the last game of NA today.
Big game from Renegades. Holy cow. Just map movement on top of map movement. Patience on top of patience. Passive aggressive play when they really needed to. That bubble was fantastic from Pow Pow.
That was really intense. The fact that they were also able to keep their cool after winning against C9 in what we saw a graveyard of death boxes, holding on to that positioning and putting down that dome right when it was necessary. Like you said, Tom, I love this look from Renegades, and of course, ending out a very hectic day with that win.
The question is how many kills did they actually get? Was that enough to go and push the placements up and take over third place from TSM? We're gonna find out as the admins start to tally that one up. What a day of Apex. We started with
with controller. It's better with.
We still have more matches tomorrow too.
No scopes.
Sheesh.
Oh. Good week for
like
Apex Esports. I love to see it. I also love to see the difference in composition. Of course, it's nice to know actually seeing how TSM went out so early that they actually went for a TSM change and it didn't work out for them. And you can currently see right now with the leaderboard, Renegades with 15 kills.
Bounce back day for Energy. They didn't have the best performance last week. They came in swinging today.
Let's see.
Swinging is a good word for it. Absolutely. Vicky, as we look at this second, page here, you know, we have
Vicky, I think I love C9. I mean, I love the intensity that
overall, Cloud9, almost 100 freaking points. Energy, dude. Wow. TSM didn't play that well. Well, they did, but they didn't. Like, I've never seen them, like, top 5. I've seen that like win or come in second, but they still play good. Top 4, top 5, it's really good. Liquid, they could have done better. Noble, definitely better. Yeah.
That they were bringing to the table. You could just hear the passion in their voice, how much they wanted to win today, and just the vibes were immaculate. It really reminds me of season 1 when we watched and fell in love with complexity, with the passion that they brought to the table.
There is passion across the
board.
No,
R301 is going to be fine, but the G7 is going into the care package.
But let's take a look at our overall leaderboard, because as we know, it all boils up to the overall point structure.
That's insane, man. That's literally insane. Okay. All right, let's play some. Let's play some chat. All right, we're good. Boom. Chick just said, use the 301 before it's no more. Really? He said that? No, it's definitely the G7. G7 is definitely going in. 100%. Yeah. No, 100%. We're gonna play for a little bit, chat. We have 40 minutes, so we'll probably end up at like a 4-hour stream. Hopefully that 4-hour stream does well. I'm excited for the car. Yeah, the car is gonna be it's a mixture of like win they shot it in the firing range, it felt like a Volt and a 99, but it takes light ammo and heavy ammo. Well, I did do no fill and it gave me a partner. Yo, yo, yo. You got a mic? You got a mic, baby girl? No, it takes any ammo, like light and heavy. We got one team. They're trying to take height. They're taking height. I'm falling low. I can't wingman because I'm Pathfinder. That's weird, right? Can I get that? Dude, this guy's in here already. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Fucking nuts. Freaking crazy, dude. He just straight up stormed in there. Alright, we're good. We are good. We get some light ammo, and I think we should be a lot better now. There we go. Some light. If you find a bigger backpack, please let me know. Actually got one. There's some light. He's gonna type something, watch. That was his mistake. What do you guys like better, the 99 or Volt? What? That was like the longest name I've ever seen. All right, let's go. Stoner. Oh man. Freaking weirdo. Here we go. Perfect. What we need. Vault less recoil. Coming through here. Popping off, chat. Fine, behind us. Phase out, phase out, phase out. Phase out. Face to me. I can't do anything, bro. Oh, I'm coming all the way down. I'm coming all the way down. Just run up, run off. Nice job. Dude, I was like, holy hell. Good job. That was really weird, man. I was like sliding down. There was no angles that he could have shot me. Like, you can't. I'm down right here and I'm sliding. What? Weirdo.
I think we're 2-stacking in pubs right now.
Yeah, probably. Run to you now. Taking height. Cracked red. Very lit. Did I not do that? Popping. One climbing on you. NT. You freaking. Who has your heat? Oh. Okay. GG's to them. GG's to them, chat. All right, chat. I think that I'm gonna call it there. I think I'm gonna call it there, chat. So I can wake up early tomorrow on Facebook and put in my hours there. Probably gonna be streaming with Spartacus, probably. Let me actually see something real quick. If he messaged me back. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here, stopping by, subscribing, aka following the channel, hitting that bell. I really want to see where YouTube goes, but we were doing really, really well on Twitch. Like we're almost at 300 subs already and second time streaming. So I'll keep you guys up to date. I'm just doing some testing here and there. I don't want to completely like, it might be like one more week or 2 more weeks for me to figure out which one I really want to go with. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate that. And take care.